What are solar winds? Ejected from the sun's outer layer, known as the
Check this out. The shape smiles new on the trumpet were a value Davis slyly blew for the love of black music. He made kind of blue because he had to for the same white fools who bloodied the jazz dude. In one photo, he's walking with a bloodied head, so containedly unimpressed. And I don't know if you saw Wayne Coyne copied Miles Davis, the white fool, bloodifying the face in his sets. Well, as these lips as high as vocals, giving you the shiniest show. His simplest ironies baroque, a glitter in the kaleidoscope, hypnotizing folks. I don't know, is it rhyme or quotation or life appropriation? Liminalizes a low dangling window frame, escape into it and close the drapes, I guess. The poetry table set, bowls and plates ready, bolder than Drake and Kendrick, mushroom cloudy thus, his love's blooming flowers of kaboom and pow, and such news as Asimov used to craft his stuff. A literature nut, supreme his love, his opening portents as Enoch. Orangely Apollo, warming these lawns we mow, his 4D plot, the poet, floridly shot through the skull. And the chorus goes wild, those non-believing foreigners smile chortling behind this wall of security. For I'm volubler than Lou Reed. Ignore my song, a blur through these four eyes, conjuring a movie unique. For I'm not a human being, nor hostile to the sea. The dolphin of rhyme, a duke of reason, not a cloud in the sky, bluely looming, its IQ -2 trillion minus infinity. Now the clouds come in quietly, surrounding the shine of my genius, reducing these lines in their meanings. They'd dry the sea, even in its deep living, shaking like a sheet infinitude. Alas, how to kill Whitey? As valiant Vancouverites we stand amid my flower-filled psyche, African, the black cloud spilling lightning. As bullets penetrating fully Hegel's brain, he would meditate, was ever breaking things. What a strange refrain. As my sabers silver the perfume rising to her nostrils, sniffing Gertrude Stein's Lost Generation, his purview the science of Star Wars, Mr. Hemingway climbing and arbor, nor Fitzgerald in shining armor silver, whereas I'm Mbaruk's golden doubloons to your nugatory tinsel hullabaloo, sublunary risible. To my blueberry lemon loaf, uttering my universal blackout, togetherly whipping the parallax out, and Andrew soloing as the dragon's mouth as WET-JET EQs the flaming houses. But a figure fell now soundless, the white dress from atop the high castle, I confess. I caught the white damsel like a message, another sonnet, iambic pyrotechnics, the tongue thought of pineapple. His unconscious mind tangled like the delta, copying a triangle, the real imaginary beside this symbolic. as I'm loose, kissingly close to the cavity like a blue spelunker. Stalagmite music, his drunken words were Palestine renewed. As the bullets penetrated fully Hegel's brain, he wouldn't meditate, was ever breaking things. What a strange refrain, as my saber's blade, light brownly bearing an afro like his crown of thorns. Through the blackout, the man at the store who counts all the cantaloupes, pushing up the flowers on the path we walk, wondering how the language of the colony troubles these sound waves sonorous deep. Above the cloud is spaceship technology, studied how the bird makes its rocket leap. So, over the world as Plato Socrates, though alert to the way his thoughts will be perceived. Boldy James in his apology rocking the people. My body of work, a complex machine embodying free will.
A warning that major power blackouts could be ahead for the western U.S., including Colorado. The reason, hot weather is increasing demand while the supply of power is shrinking. Boston and West Matt Morrow joining us now to explain, all new tonight at 9. Matt?
Erica, let's start with good news. Colorado is not in the high risk for these blackouts. You see that in a dark area right here. It includes parts of Texas, some of the Midwest right here, Michigan, Wisconsin, and more. This is all according to a brand new report from the North American Energy Reliability Corporation. Now to the bad news. See Colorado right there? The entire western U.S. is all highlighted with an elevated risk area. The Energy Corporation says many of the power suppliers in these areas have, quote, insufficient operating reserves. It says there are many contributors to this, including people cranking up the AC during hotter and hotter weather. Hydropower decreasing because of the drought. There's simply not enough water for it. Transmission lines being down because of extreme weather events. And people right here in Colorado, Excel tells us this: as climate change has led to more extreme weather events all across the country, we have planned for a
Okay, backup vocals. No rehearsal. Take one. Honeycomb. Take one. Backup vocals. My golden waters outpouringly, psychosis and the father's authority. It's important to Freud and those guys, the boldest signifier pointedly rhyming, loitering outside the Tim Hortons, imported to Lacan and even Guattari. The Gordian knot he shot free, thought released as urine from his penis. It's not pee, it's pure conceitedness in the mirror spraying his lover wet. The mirror's a stage, we mustn't regret such regression. It's clear he was framed in gold upon the wall of a gallery. The robot walking like a dancer, he's known for the hot pee passing from his penis. The genius is holding on for dear life, fucking on the edge of the bed thus as falling off a ledge in love. It's never enough. My, what sex style, the better to fuck, ultramagnetic in an octagon, coming like the weather in Moscow. Unconnected, his thoughts surrounding him as somber clouds. These drugs and meds, crumbs of bread, these watered down memories, her wet t-shirt. The memories softly bounce along the green path through the body of Vancouver. The rap he shoots through this vaginal music, fathering a classic Andrew Mbaruk on the track with a long difficult rap to give unto you. In English is drooling cunnilingus, too drunk to think, lewdly lumbering bare, or in new underwear worn. It's as if you were married to porn, spraying urine, making music, playing pool at Sneaky Pete's. They knew, maybe too clearly, who we believed. Beside Louis C.K., the wine a brief rosé. Fucking for the masturbators, lovelornly masturbating to this gushy wet love wet. Slipping out yet plunging again inward, cuddly picture. Oh honey, come hither. Yo. Oh honey, come hither. Oh honey, honeycomb. Oh honey.
I was just walking. I was just sipping sorrel slowly and setting crepuscular. White teenagers, nouveau Nielsen sound skin, calling my music avuncular. A Harlem nocturne on the internet with AVA sideburns, and aptly natural, inimitable to open AI's Gaussian blur. In the dark, my phenotype refracted by Garveyites discussing blood quantum outside Jamaica Station. Oxtail and allspice, olfaction lifts every nose and bone to swing for supposition of the black nation. The evenings turn black as pitch correction before yeet. Bodega display case fresh out of halal meat. Settle for kosher caveats, nation of Islam, cravats, bolo ties, red eye, Philistine light bulbs, screwing iron oxide, slip knots. Constellation of factors overhead between high-rise, dappling pollution of light and otherwise artifice and lumen and dendrites. Tenebris spray can, Caravaggio, chiaroscuro, urban renewal, free throw under street lamps. While indigent sidewalk camping covers greater Turtle Island's wanton land rights. My feet sit upon begrudgingly, covering ground this everlasting night. I was just walking.
I saw no hell below, did you? The water fell through me too. L'ombre sous l'aile d'une nuit nulle. L'homme si fou d'Hélène, si sous une prose qui goûte comme une miel libou. Sur les livres d'eau si doux, une femme si sourde. Du Québec parmi les dudes. Et un frère qui chuchote, un monsieur hulot, ses culottes, ses sous-vêtements, et son légume pendante, la nonchalance de l'homme qui pense, un peu comme il cante. Je suis drunk, le bleu de la nuit sombre, son parapluie et l'eau du ciel, si Nycto textual, in Nycto French, an invisible wench, this bronze inscription upon the bench, the water dripping upon her umbrella, deaf to their Nycto agenda, the men in their Nycto mens rea. No free will, so weirdly skilled, a poetry filled with coke, weed, and pills, wobbly the street as he whirls to and fro, walking from the beach to commercial. I'll be there or not in 9 kilometers. It's very hot on the Fahrenheit thermometer, very like the water in all my clarity, light falling here. I'm walking here. I'm walking here with the midnight cowboy, a cook in the clinic like Anna Freud. Yo, that's not sexist. That's her eclectic gift, preparing the psyche for life at sea. The rights reach and white people, white and black, his tribe the freed savage in the dichromatic binary habit. The very blackamoor they whipped, running free in Marianne Moore's wit and subtlety. The rubble deep, spinning the mummery into the infinite nothing of sleep. His discipline, no free will, so disciplined, so disciplined. Yo, no free will. Could he have done anything otherwise? His discipline, the poet studying Yeats closely and going under his ale coldly flowing as love this playfully growing rubber on his agency, plain spoken on acid, chain smoking straw on cannabis, the waves unfolding all elastic, snappingly glittery, the black mystery and animistic seas discipline, the poetry running in Adidas, slowly discovering the secrets to channel the convent's deity, blackening the waters of the sea with these evil demons, their supernatural discipline. Godzillas and King Kongs, his communistic songs for squalidly living gods committed to rock and hip-hop, such crucial discipline. There is no free will, alas. Yo, dig it. Discipline in these far-flung bars, drunk this infinitely dark nothing. Mbaruk the one, your car stuck in his art's mud, your stars struck to his arms, to the tusks. Mbaruk under the stars, hunting armored trucks, the jarhead struggling under Mars above, with an avant-gardist tough hard luck, as if his puzzling art were enough. Under the stars, giggling in love, Mbaruk's limit this bubble, as if it were a puzzle, whether purple or subtle, the rhymes occurring as street signs obvious. The slimy hippopotamus driving people bonkers, dishonored the mind purring as the feline calls to us, wild unnerving as a creep riding the autobus. Stop, enough. Stop Mbaruk with the freestyle water plug. Yo, these guys were all corrupt, even I who'd sought your trust, this lightning shocking us, the sign from God above.
And not all debts can be repaid.
In time their science will fall in love, reaching for his shiny bottled water, teaching idle gods their origin, the stand-up crucial. Though was it black enough for Trudeau? The poet's sapid soothing ode to those rappers who wrote.
Because I have seen that future in the glory.
Are you open?
Yes.
You know what? I don't think I care for your rationale.
Well, it's going to have to do, being that it's my car up for a crest. Can I help you?
A pack of cigarettes.
So what's your point?
My point is, you're a clerk, paid to do a job. You can't just do anything you want while you're working.
Space alien.
Yo, it's 2:01 a.m.
Space alien.
Andrew Mbaruk. Tonight is unreason's darkness to those whiter than Beefheart, with his black-faced voice so soulful that nowadays rose unfolding as the proud taste of Coca-Cola. The flowering gray smoky blows these homes in rows, or owl surveys for power's sake his scope. These bullets, the ghostly image of Pound in his cage, or bound with An MC nocturnal. Nycto textual to the maximum. Scripted as Othello. His schizophrenia. Nycto textual. Indexical. These ambiguities. Andrew speaks, and the value beneath is gravity deep. These black murmurous seas, the waves crashing against the beach will remain. His faith in your free will stained the grape juice, squeezedly drained. The green fruit spraying its juice on your autonomy. Sorry, it's no free will, we're all zombies, automata, caught in God's causal plot, holocaustic. These motley blobs in the lava lamp, shift, control, alter, enter the souls, falling embers, his poem all unfettered here. The photon lunar going on to illuminate a little of her hair through underwear. Yo, getting it on. You could say these masculine thoughts are Nycto textual. Yo, now it's back behind the counter. Black Lives Matter, selling snacks here as ants climbing the mound of dirt, black and weird. The Nycto text pamphleteer, since the printing press, bats amid the heavens, given to echolocation. The Nycto text we play within, a cognitive ecosystem dolphins could dream within, solider than the bond between men. Watch the evening bend as tall trees in the wind toward the bitter end. That'll be $4.57. That one streetlight flickering in solidarity with the Nycto text. Insignificant is tripling the debt, spliff after spliff. Here's your change. The laborer in flames absurd. But we're getting ahead of ourselves talking about flames and heliotextual things. We're embedded deeply within the Nycto text. Scripted as Othello, his schizophrenia Nycto textual. Indexical, the rivers of red rose, risen as the ghost of winter. December's soul, simple yet technical, the Nycto flow. As the Fliver's engine goes, driven to Mexico, as Edison inventing his poem, electrical, anapests and trochees, magnetic, those black belts in poetry, kicking high proudly in the night fog, punching powerfully in the fight you lost, thrown in the trash, metaphorically, lowering the flag for those souls we freed in poetry, but we don't have to be mean. It's not as if they chose to be whack MCs.
Please get the hell out of here.
Oh, the shrooms were working, and bluely lurking behind a cumulus curtain were those human persons amid the looming firmament who could be certain. Who could be certain? Crucial is going back 3 decades learning. His vocab completer than a Turner painting, you know that. Fictive as Queequeg and Merlin, true as the cat, though between her legs purring. Crucial the vibrator whirringly whirring as the united birds of earth incurring the wrath of Hitchcock, prepared to be demonized in hip-hop, barely legal at 19, caught sharing weed with Irene, and I had a feeling it'd be a good night. Green tea ice cream, would you like a bite? You don't just lick it, you'd bit it. The cold, wet image, too delicious even for William Carlos Williams, with his bizarre scribblings. Crashing in his car with a drink, Andrew, David, and Mbaruk's in this thing for the tactile pleasure in a pussy. Stretched so good when he's in there black, like the tower at night, erect and wooden. The sexual pusher man's hat so bright, he's walking with a cane as if he's almost 80. The pimp so unlike those creatively limp. God made me infinite. Well, the shrooms were working, and bluely lurking behind a cumulus curtain were those human persons amid the looming firmament. Who could be certain? Who could be certain? These lines of poetry, a few candles, throwing aside a book by Bruce Andrews to slide his whole thick, huge phallus inside the missus who can handle it lubed, privately living like a rap crew. These lines of coke, a few candles, throwing their light on you and Ashbury, flipping through flowchart, fascinated, listening to Mozart's magic flute. Inside the missus who can handle it lubed as Andrew sang the blues. Black music, Andrew's head between Milady's thighs tonight, beneath the DJ's diatribe in G major, the style like weed mixed with cocaine and the occasional secret pill with no name. Yo, the shrooms were working, and bluely lurking behind a cumulus curtain were those human persons amid the looming firmament. Who could be certain? 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 Perhaps just to fuck with you, the rappers began to mumble, splish splash into his funnel, a twirl as the capital W. The secret characters written in speech, apparently cryptic, the P's and T's stirred into liquids. On PCP slurring his criticism, falling out of love with the science, doubting the bulk or the size of it. His flock huddled on an island around the sculpted Dionysus. How's everybody grooving? The crowd deaf to what he's doing. Now one heckler chucks a shoe at him, intellectual. But is it music? The cloud's a puzzle as human desire, struggling through a blue environment, flowering up as the funeral pyre. The down under uprooted and rewired. A kangaroo reading Eigner, Snyder, Kiger safely flew through the dreams of a spider. The dream catcher, the sleet rapper, street splashy with his words. And now for a mid-verse disclaimer. I hid a picture of Drake in this verse, his power to kiss a perfect stranger as delivering AIDS in a curse. Eldritch, the ghost he conjured. And it's postmodern, the soul still walking over the fallen, his bones rocking, the skull nodding. The skeletons flipping out, dancing, everyone risen from their caskets, selling this hip-hop to those addicts in letters pitched as bloody blackness. In black scribbled hosannas, we laughed and giggled so bananas. In the glittery snow, a savage in his winter coat wrapped up.
Break into your love with stolen hammers. Take it in the butt, that's just the soul unvanquished. Aim for the respect and never miss it. Missiles that grazed offer the slaves for the attendants. When it comes to open arms, that hug means call the alarm. Tall sateen figure, no color, just clear as no fog. When that mist sets in, all is unbearable. Tentacles in quarantined areas. That's the day of Chrono Cross on PS1. Sit back with that 32-bit combat, turn based off the cognac. Playing bootleg switch games, time to switch games. Beyond any critic to press his reach. Been writing this for a year while still learning how to speak. Chatter is that serotonin multiplier, but also the opposite. Brainwave genocide inside one's own blank stare. Who can catch this, let alone pick it up? Collecting digital dust. Pivotal to trust self to overcome the crush. It came from no listeners, the subject's always the same. Just a poet in need of legs. A platform that can be arranged. A stacked forth tribute acts and rain. Take over tribes like Ragnar, die with the snakes. Offer the passage of free to play, no strategy guide master, just that online walkthrough. Comments bought the mansion, that in-store purchase. Capitalizing billionaire who has 4 different pussies. Soap drop intentional, had that fresh cherry until time for Nookie. Limp Bizkit on stage with Feldman, aka Rocky Dennis. That guitar sounds of death, better sip some of its liquid. Get sober, nada, what's the point of saving Gotham? Addiction to justice, should've just chose the Candyland goth arm. Then the heroin would've not been harmed. Settle down low with that beast that burdened. No miles on the walk, just treats and tourniquets. Never done the needle but so intrigued. Salvia down 74 West Crawfordsville. Got used to real life dreams. That Nycto has the penny cent. Track bumps during the bleed.
Perhaps just to fuck with you. The poem like a long western, so politely not for everyone, mobilizing non-sequiturs. Total fire his song, festooned with nylons and pantaloons. Homer on the microphone, the golden orb in the sky. So the post-colonial mind, unfolding his sublime nocturnal ocean, the sky. In the cold of his style, or hold your toes to his fire, performing Romeo's desire. The growing boulder of his line, the rolling doja since 5 a.m. Twilight to twilight style of him. Polymorphic on the track, on a course toward Alaska. Folly recorded on a camera, his overlong drama. A show on the channel, the boat wobbly, laughable, more robot than animal. Or going off the asphalt and strolling along the path of his dog. Along the road less traveled, dick. Soaring like the J, what more can I say? More to my taste is orange and limeade. These sugary letters as he and his Pusha T together. The freaks of a leather, sleeping together. Whether green or green-esque, the verse reaches its effort. The penis severed in the struggle between heaven and rubble. The nothing new under the sun. What is to be done? As Lennon, his endless hip-hop, beheading the bitch cop, suppressed as death grips politics. The yelling isn't obvious, the death schizological, holding a 10 to the nostril, sniffing his medicine in his hospital. The city hostel in the nocturnal living on ramen, imprisoned in obstacles, the crystals of frost below Whitman and also Thoreau. Glistery falling snow, his god the poet, sisterly watchful. The bottle's broken, A fight begins, the godly poet slicing skin. Wale, ASAP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, Tyler, Kendrick, Mac Miller. I'm trying to murder such people. Make sure their core fans serve another evil. Don't wanna hear a noun or a verb from such people. Yo, competition for the culture. His vision so out there. Freestyling like a motherfucker. Fucking going nuts on the microphone. There is no free will. Psychotic on the mic, a robot if you like. Done otherwise. Nodding his head to these. These awesome percussions, lauded as I was Satan obliged by my creative brains naked. As the river. Over the land into the sea. So Nycto temporality, a symptom of our passion for sleep. As the river under gravity, it slithers over the land into the sea. So Nycto temporality, a symptom of our passion for sleep. Hold these human ashes to your ear, and in this warmly moving atmosphere, listen for the moonlit Atlantic, glittery true to the galaxy. Hear the music and dance for me. Hear this dude stiff in fantasy in Queens near Rockaway Beach. Hear the small bodega glee. Listen for the smoggy night within his poetry. The long knives this cold MC lobbed right into the nosebleeds. That small white stone asleep, worrying the waves of his audience, hurling the blades in a calm trance. Sadistic his comrades live at. One or more of them might sue him, such as Warren White. From his forehead a knife protruding, so forthright in his confusion. This form like the mutant, deformed via plutonium. The gamma ray spicy, poking the poem so Saturday nightly. A cold lemonade or an iced tea, and rolling papers for my weed. Voting for Satan and irony on cocaine. In the driver's seat from Bombay to Shanghai. The queen of time and being, the mind asleep. In standardized dreaming. Till black lives are free again. Behind the will of his friends, driving their dream to its end. Into the Nycto temporal. 1996-2024 05-33-33 2026 1979-11-2001. His space-time Iliad in Winnipeg via the internet. FaceTime with his friend, saved by the Nycto text. It's warm blankets blanketing the roaring waves of an ancient drink in darkness. Saved from an art that lacks the sparkle of blackly lit darkness. Where swam the fish garbled in an English bubbly, tickling in lovely leaps of the tongue asleep and dreaming. These
our passion for sleep.
That mask don't fit right when you wear it. That's like a scene at night. So out there with no woosah, why don't you be so pretty? That mask is a bench sat on like Furphy, no penalty. That's Pacers talk, let's win the playoffs. What's the subject? Oh yeah, awake when masks off, but asleep when they on. That's the daily repetition. So not going to bed, up for being sleepy while pretending to completely aware. That's a day wasted off that constant puff off one hit turn. At least I'm saving. The shit's gone like someone robbed the toilet. That's a work trailer on acid, tools lost all distortion. That's a face of ghost rap. Those words are sampled off to get her. Lifter of warts, a piffer. So gone off colorful baggies. The suit's caramel melted sugar, so faggy. No insult, they call them that in New York alleys. While he's trying to get to Bally's. Work out! His fitness off. His fucking skeleton is showing. When the mask is on and you can't keep your eyes open, you're so sleepy. Damn.
Speaking of hypnotism or of dreaming within the system, in 2014 I was browsing at the library, so boredly reading an account of Pliny when one little thin book called to me on hypnotism and philosophy, written by Winston Daltrey, whose history of Hitler and the Nazis mostly delves into the occult, so there's no doubt it's legit. So hypnotism, the crux of it is creating mind states by displacing desired states onto poetic images. The primate primitive, or the tulips, were feeling a little sleepy and stuff like that. The slumber black, a unit as me and the scenery as camouflage. His black thought invisible as a drag of your cigarette. The bubbling pleasure to your sweet tooth in what the West would call a leisure suit. The style casually leading you as advertising back into buying things. I also studied advertising in college. I was baptized in the water of it, diving into demographics, his rhymes and internet of interconnected passages within the depths of a castle hidden, the 7-Up splash of a televisual anachronism, awash in ad liquid, as God laughing at physics, his podcast scripted. It's not mad villain. It didn't cost $1,000 to build it. As Snodgrass illiterate to the novel half-written, his long-lasting image in the waters half-risen, his dogmatic illness, the song's at its limit, his illmatic dogness somehow, someway, unbound as Dr. Dre.
Blue, yellow, green, orange, blue, yellow, green, orange, blue, yellow, green, orange, blue, yellow, green, orange.
Yo, I warbled as the blackbird and you didn't even know it. The floral pattern of blue, yellow, green, and orange, pornographic. graphic as you don't even know. As George Sand, his women knew more than we know now. You're a savage and you don't even know it. The man sipping his Tuborg beer foam as Alex and his droog, so evil though he's transformed by the Ludovico approach. His hit rap video, a pseudo peep show, as the Pink Panther de Clouseau's ego, singing la la la. You don't even know. This shit is banana, spelled UOENO. I lived in Africa, here few poets even know of it. As black music pre the Stones in a red Benz with your best friend and you don't even know. As if Elliot and Ezra, who you don't even know. As Sappho follows me creepily in snow. She's made of words embodied and secretly bestowed on paper. Her body an incomplete Greek poem. I praised her to my colleagues and she didn't even know. UOENO. My shoe soles feel exposed. It's obvious, the truth shows through these clothes. I bought a new pair of shoes and you don't even know it. The song Therapeutic and you didn't even know it. Rick Ross, his verse couldn't have been included here, though. You don't even know. Yeah. You don't even know.
Rick Ross here to mediate this meeting between the
blue, yellow, green, orange.
I say wieners, 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 I say wieners. We here, we here, we here.
James Joyce in his mannerisms, bass in the voice as he blathers the karaoke bar. Blacker marrying Coke and Armand Hammer, the co-author of Boldy's cookbook, postmodern mostly, the books on his shelf, so concrete, a poetry to look through. No Billy Woods though, invisible blurry, pink and purpley, his English girly, a feminine redolence, scent of a weather woman stays on his appendage as she weathers the chaos of whether the weather waits or not, all wet with the deaths of many rain clouds, not yet the deadliest H-bomb mushroom cloud, as our digital underground in Oakland, giving it up for pound. I'm joking. Ezra never loved a black man's essence, coming back for seconds, as Elliot, drunk, the poet levitates, sipping from a rum and coke as he waves, holding her neck gracefully, thrusting, poetic as angels above him. Cause Yahweh loveth him, y'all, don't fuck with him. The structure bent as his wiener. Oh no, oh right, no,
she doesn't like it when I say wieners.
Say cock, freestyling all about the blocks and all around the water, walking on the seawall like so in love with each other at that time and forever into the final days, rhyming amazedly. The way she loves me all the time, so precious. I need her as I need a breath of fresh air. Everywhere walking, everywhere hawking sophistry. Yo, professionally lecturing like an athlete in the Olympic Games. Yo. I'll admit it, I'm a bit insane. No free will. no free will. As Drake uses women, we break into his fridge and tape his use of Ozempic. No weight to his wisdom, no great need for critics to explain his euphemisms. We aim to shoot to miss. Many thank yous to the chef. His communistically read theosophy as the coffee tree, yielding coffee beans, breathing God into me. As Locke and Hume rock, rot, and rule or prog music lodged in his cognition till he quaffs from the river this quantum physics. Your mob's victim in his free will as waves in the wind in his predestination blessed, framing a Seth in his comics panel, this latex condom wrapped soul, feeling like Pablo, connected, schizo-affective, his plaque discredited as the smashed dentist stabs his apprentice, smashing the dentures. See, it's all bones, these hip-hop poets, theological shit, the apocalypse, streets awash in it, the froth of death, bleeding God a debt. These rappers of the rapture, meeting God in heaven beneath Alaska. The permafrost is melting. Breathe through the mask here as the villain in blue velvet, wearing thin as human endlessness, their black trees silhouetted. We plant the trees foreverly, though there has to be an end to things, or perhaps three endings, on land, in the air, and on the sea. Dig his stab at eschatology, scribbling his rap text on the beat with all this speech. Why does blackness threaten so ominously that they try to stunt our access to technology and water? Even the gravid clouds hold an answer. The lambent flowers know, perhaps, sir. The struggling green jungle understands why some people love to hunt blacks. They love us as bullets love geese. And yo, such men and women are the police. Tuxedoed Africans tap dancing in black shoes under these so relaxed to the gasps of laughter human. White cum wrapped in black bluesiness, untouched by the pastor's musings, knowing the panther's grooviest, not knowing exactly just what Andrew did. His momentarily temporal black music, interrogating the fact of those with the power to shoot at everyone. The moon aglow where our raccoons dwell. The ghosts post-fascist, confused by the weather, colder than Africa, humid nevertheless. Going natural, let's do it together. The sound of music as snow unmeasured. These feet of H2O from the heavens. It's weird to know what a letter is, to see clearly what he wrote through the sentences of arbitrary flow beneath the lunar Mbaruk looming as Ferdinand de Saussure. Understanding the crucial most medium commands from his noumenal daemon. This Socrates completely modernly speaking as the coffee machine of frothier meaning. Black and bubbly, this sorority of unclean whores' speech. These non-conforming pieces of a puzzle we formed incompletely. Medieval as the Black Death, his demonry African as Othello, the Moor of Venice, wet as Vancouver in September, wading through the music as it collected like grape juice, maneuvering as medics, taking you from the title sequence unto the credits. Rhymes beneath his new poetics. I just cream through the television. I don't need McLuhan's bestsellers to know these media were messages. His typewriter tip-tap, the night like a sip of absinthe.
This sex style so elaborate, the thrust such friction. Grilled cheese could be heard getting smashed, amplified. That little diner down around the corner, that pleasure hole so sinful, former shortcomer now lasting longer than looped porn. The suit has hard spots, walking snot rags, self-inflicted money shots of absolute. That's not water in that bottle, that's tingle for his tonsils. It gave him the strength to make the Fifi from surgical glove, free triple X pressing while the dog watches the nut. He's so antsy, naked with nasty feet, unshowered, about to hit that climactic peak. Too way to get ahead, too lame to get the head. So bone saw acquired, or twist it off with a wire. Stick it in the freezer, coming sex toys on the horizon. Coming to a dick near you, coming.
Nycto, textual, starry night. Mbaruk, Christ, it's hard to unwrite these bars. You delight in carving through the mic as art into the bark of a darkly looming pine. These art school gripes, are you contrite? The part of you darker than Plutarch was right. It's not too dark at night, it's not a movie. Art is life infinite, the truth bizarre as ice cubes. Sparkly light in this absolute vodka in his Sprite. Mbaruk writing as cars through the night, the stars strewn in the sky. All for you, my guy, Mbaruk, Christ guarding you like an Arthurian knight in word garbled moonlight. Nocturnal man serving his role in all the strands, murmurous notes, watery, random words, uncontrolled, unconscious, the rapper nocturnal. This humble speaker Mbaruk, jumbling the dream to call you the more powerful lord, a Hercules, the 24-hour store clerk asleep, reading the news of your whims, asleep at the wheel of fortune, wishing the passenger well, awash as Anna Plurabelle. In all the strands, murmurous notes, our common passage nocturnal, an early collector of pervertedly correct verse, the brother clerk, a Negro specter, in other words, Nycto textual. Nycto textual. Nycto textual. The clerk on his night shift, an absurdly drawn Ivan Ilyich, so worthy of his stylishness in word thought, a scientist of black endlessness, asleep at the cash register, reading. Mbaruk hands the protagonist cash for a bag of chips. He hands me the change and I quip in black language of the fact of our chains, the whip the masters flay us with, the political echo of our Nycto textual skin tone, especially true to how we write beneath the looming black night. The human as white, please. We're midnight, minuit, the moonlight hitting the sea. It's not we, the water, neither. We were the solemn evening itself. Nycto textual. Nycto textual. Yo. As an ocean's frothy white spume, so awash in the light of the moon, knowing the shop divine forsooth, the poets shopping for night food, buying coffee and condoms, as the psychotic philosopher walking in armed with a sharpness, the soft-hearted reflecting over the beach. Nycto textual. Nycto textual. Nycto textual. Nycto textual.
Let's all get Nycto textual.
His automobile like so, beyond the street of his soul, freestyling thus for these post-nihilists. His electric convertible verbalized thus, get in, we're hurrying toward the rising sun, vagina drunkenly sliding onto the home plate, trying to discover some love beyond fourth base, to find a love supremer than Lord of the Rings, driving under the Empyreans, performative shapes, these unicorns and dragons wander lonely, hard to hold and keep darkening this whole dream largely unknown. As Charles Olson, the giant's car door open, Mbaruk's poem, the diamond twixt black lips, to your maximalists, time you meant 0 degrees, then even the prime meridian is cool AD. Best believe I'm an idiot, throwing the university's revised syllabus with no boost into the seas. Violent disarray, dissing Drake since between 09 and yesterday. In freestyles wetter than the waves until the leaning higher architecture breaks. Andrew here hurls himself onto the bed as the taxi fare tomorrow and step on it, falling dead and sleeping with all the fish, falling dead and sleeping with all the fish, falling dead and sleeping with all the fish, falling dead and sleeping with all the fish. His automobile like so, beyond the street of his soul, freestyling thus for these post-nihilists.
Death is a unicorn and warranted invasion. God is a combination of either and or. 12 tree grid, we return to the source. Delve deep in the Google Blitz, get a life lapse, tour shit storm. Abduction to the ninth planet, damn I should visit more. Portals surrounded by sycamores, quadrivium explore, Christendom extortion. Unconditional love to shore, tentacles emerge out of the crack of the seafloor, pulling me down under, wave the Prozac wand. The clown nose honks and blood gushes from it, what if the rainbow wilts and turns jaundice? And Mbaruk and the dog dropping that new shit for the scatologist. We all waiting on the shift, carbon base to a crystalline silicon structure, puncture holes in existence, unremitting gas leak, emitting a pocket universe expanding. Regurgitate zombie brain, outmoded recluse in a cave, prognosticate your last day. Hindsight paying, we don't let violent events shape us. Uniformitarianism gang, light comes in through the loop, remove your ass to the groovy tunes of our ubras. Dreamtime landscape fuchsia morphs into a vague vision of the future, bruised up. Smoke a black like a dubia, back to the tabula rasa, not to be continued. Fuck it, I'll just let the doobie run, it's true. Puking up mucus blood, I do a bunch of stupid stuff, I bit through my tongue. Duke the plug with the loopy drug. Operation Mockingbird, talking jocular, immured in the asylum with walls melting around me. As healthy as an algae, help me out, G. I fell to the ground doused in gasoline. along with the amphitheater. Pipe him out, fiddling with the gazetine. Sacrifice a lamb for Peter. Read a pamphlet about it above you like the demon in his sleep paralysis. The new album dripped and then it dropped. I love hip-hop so much I'm shaking it at the party like a strip cop. Awakening glop flop. Let me introduce myself, kid. While you're inhaling farts from the sylphid. Word to Paracelsus. Make the Celsius dip. My belly is thin, I'm a starving artist. But I'm as full as my card is on Bandcamp. Give me money too so I can pay for my ASAC class band. But I only make enough to buy a Sazerac. Smoke that reddish-ish. I've gone mad. Middle fetishes. Bald fists and bald head. And sleeping with all the fish falling dead.
Wept in the Nycto text amid the cold, wet misanthrope meta-darkness. This illegible Mbaruk script, the Nycto bard within an alligator's soul. The wrath he displayed in his poems, the black angel. This Saturday, frozen in raps, Beethoven, the sad, strange composer, had to play slower to navigate poetry, translating his soul in its free jazz rainbow into speech the man maybe nobody needs, whether hanging by a rope from the tree, castrated, or both, or neither. They masturbate openly in an aeroplane over the sea, the Nycto textual MILF motel, intersectional with no males, his Mercury river overrated. The words we swim in weren't creative. He's Drake at his best. His dreams stay in his head. His dreams stay on your mind like great sex. You're not on his mind, he's thinking about ancient texts. As Hegel to the west, so faithful to Penelope. So the waves as you enter the sea. Heliocentric demons as fairies flitting about. The man upholding his heliotext. The little moth, the Nycto cop flitting aloft, really demonic. As the dreaming sea falls in love, and evil we all restructure. The pottery crumbling. It's not really something we ought to be discussing. The job he's stuck within, the shop these truckers visit, coffee cups and literature, the Nycto bird, an owl aloft, downy soft in unwritten murk, the Nycto bird, an owl aloft, downy soft in unwritten murk, the Nycto bird. Yo, check it out. There's no free will. Dig. Couldn't have done otherwise. A toast to death, that ancient human itch. Our poetic fate, the huge abyss. So the red wave grew rich, approaching representation as the cubist. Though he might be too French, his vodka's so unlike an Übermensch. The Nietzschean intervention affecting your TV's reception. Smack an alcoholic upside the head. His hat knocked from the truck while he sped as he follows from X, Y to Z. Trans knowledge discovered by the West.
Black sovereignty's what I expect. Black bodies untied and fed. The savage office where gun rights were protected. The bows and arrows he carelessly wrote. So unlike the Federalists, the smog was black enough. Abolish Canada. So the rhymes were whipped cream, post-time, post-physical being, devoted as lions in the evening to poetry's lines and breathings, pouncing on prey, these failures, mouthing their prayers as we make up verses and hourly labor his raging words, exact the message through his antennas. Revolution in his glass reflected as the lunar landing or tennis. Yeah. Dig. As Macduff in the Nycto text, untimely ripped from his rest amniotic, he kills Macbeth, so the pills he ingests to his head, the neuronal nevermore raving through his forms to protect illegal alien New Yorkers, secretly Canadian, in the florally decorated room. These moths demonic, symbolic of heliography's photography in the lunacy of calm oceanography. This water's still talking to thee, vodka-licious, the shots we freeze, fallen in cinematography. The Nycto text volubly, these infinite volumes encyclopedic of the logic he writes for his people, nocturnal night-adoring people. These stern lights in the evening vault as Cleopatra to Egyptologists. Our own meaningless knowledge, the freest thought oft beheaded. It's not yet over. Nycto textual.
Happy birthday, PlayStation. Habits thrown away during way station. That 52-foot concealed paraffin holder. Wax for the nectar collection holder. On way to the darkest of valleys, back against the worst situations. 18 wheels in heavy traffic, nighttime top patients. Deliveries to a bodega somewhere. That's budget like college music. Someone please discover the blueprint. Just be sure to include moi, so doofus. Plus Mbaruk, the store never closes. Open to sell the first yawning mask, or the best leafy stem low percent can have. So dark, no benzene, shrooms cause the benzene. Never went that far. Cannabis and beatbox art. Does this bodega have the KD? I know Mary is legal, but addiction's enslaving.
You were my heaven, the universe, one night unending. Beautiful, though quite enveloped in the luna-solar dialectic, dark and thrown into Bellevue just because. So Nycto textual, involved in the wind and wet murk. At bottom, the Nyctovert, whether Petrarchan or Shakespearean in form. Star Wars or maybe a real war. Mbaruk or WET-JET Seymour. Police are at the door. His artistry, the Nycto porno text, swarmingly until the store closes. These ill-born omens.
Gotta have the potpourri and poisonous chips. Don't forget the clip bars and GIF. Such a night wasted with pockets that thin. Escape rooms and bodegas. Standing in line behind you, the only one manning the task at 2 a.m. The daylight's been gone for too many hours. There's no remote control to fast forward the shift. When will it ever end? When will it ever end? 7 times the computer flirts as soon as the next person walks in.
vocals. I come as black straight women under the hand of the Canadian government onto the back pages looking for love in the alleyways of Crooklyn, New York. His past as a pusher man over tracks Mayfield put down in wax, the wick of flame flickering around, raving amid the Nycto town, lighting the blunt somewhere in Harlem at the White Castle, drunk on scary darkness. The substance very hard to mystify, wrapping up his hair in this artifice urban, his dark blue turban, Mbaruk in the dark blue current. Your dark blue servant, his service, these bars euphonious. Too informally strange as New York in the rain, as hipsters reading Taolin, where the killer bees of Shaolin must have been in their years of power, friend. So the risen sea around the Nycto, dream town of NYC, the sound of death. I just might be pound in the flesh. This Nycto flesh is novel in nocturnes, within which the wanderer watches his words as nocturnal bird calls. Another pollock a swirl on the wall. Impossible to have heard it all. Another nocturne immersed in water. NY crawling with insects as night falls on the village, lightly watering the critics, striking philosophers as pinpricks. Too informally strange as New York in the rain. They say I've got brains, but it ain't helping. Brian Wilson making with the theremin, gifting the nation in its carelessness with the remains of his experiment. These pet sounds the Nycto tape defined, written with circulation in mind, as if I were made for these times, in a Nycto state of mind, repairing homeward to New Jersey, where the whole earth condensed in you personally, expressed the truth wordfully. His blues the worker relieved, though they'd separated general apartheid, all the rest of art from the whites, as innate as the mental spark inciting you to penetrate Central Park at night. And the turbid ocean swells, a falling shade through the circles of hell, nominated for the worst rolled L's. I'm on my way along the turns of the trail, as Dante walking purposeful behind those complications Virgil defined. The stars nakedly curved as the lines along your forehead, the surface of your mind, their long-form text circular by design, these radiant spheres as Shakespeare, the way clearer, the late dreamer's face near, tasting her tears. Dear Prudence, the veering humanist, weirdly into the theater's luminance, as Lear confusedly greeting the moon as his, seething on the lute to those least in tune with his music. In sleep numinous, correcting my failures, though was it worth the loss? His grace becoming a perfect frost, his afro, the field of cotton where black souls dream of God's revenge, the capital list, bleeding providence, cash for the needy, no, not for them, it's all for my friends and maybe the environment. We want to give it all to them, but we started from the bottom, you see. So it's all for me. All for me. Yo. is ocean turbid, the salty heavens rolling over it. The poet drinking up all of her story, going up the pink Mount Purgatory. The toiling Barbie dolls penitent in joining our evolved feminism. Those loitering stars the smog corrected. In a darkness non-threatening, is this the return of a bluer nothingness? The perversity and superabundance, the word's really true. It's not a structure you put the words into. It's all stuff that happened. The drunk dancing ocean turbid, such a rapper as no one had heard yet, supplanted by so many wordsmiths who'd have danced and wept to call him a personal friend, as Andrew and producer WET-JET Seymour. Gadzooks, hallelujah, we'd never seen it before. WET-JET Seymour is also an MC, better than these moronic, awkwardly postmodern, surreal juxtapositions and wordplay. The service insane, your pastor flipping through Tchaikovsky, rapping into you his sophistry. Andrew Mbaruk, they call me, though any black dude behind bars is also me. Yo, let's just say it, fuck capitalism, fuck racism, wow, so brave another Malcolm X, isn't he? In a gown red and glittery, dancing around as in Schindler's dream, within the reality of the movie. Rhymes and stars, ours to sell. Rhymes and stars, ours. Rhymes as the stars, rhymes and stars, ours to sell. As the stars, rhymes as stars, ours. Rhymes as stars, rhymes as the stars, rhymes as stars, ours. Ours to sell. As the stars, ours. Rhymes as the stars. The recognitions. Andrew Mbaruk, WET-JET Seymour. The recognitions. A slab monolithic, the black cock rigid, and random as the system standing on business, sticking to it. Letters upon the fridge door, spitting truths as never thought since nor before. Togetherly studying hardcore in the waiting room, paying to come as Star Wars plays anew. The matinee blew her masturbating muse. The Saturday sex server, that day we read no further. Splashy over the bed a square, abstract and purple, these hands full of mercury oozed the sperms she didn't use. The feet kick inside her in Morse's code, the fetus alive and adorable. This Scorpio speechfully rhyming and he's writing a porno. Wes Anderson's attached to direct as traffic the vaginal penetration. Pavement slanted and enchanted, breaking his fast with a satellite dish. Can I kick it? Maybe with cash awaken the clouds, a man flies swimmingly, super manifold. The truths as fact folded into a hat for the poet. The news made fashionable, oh yes. A free Palestine as meaning stands behind a people alphabetized, with 2 or 3 facts beside them, pre-afterlife. Reading the MacBook like he has to die. She's actually nice, condemning the felonious, the monkish, thrown to hell's punishment. Walking hand in hand through chaos, these fallen as cats and dogs, raindrops, wrapped in the bondage of Satan's law. She and I don't play lacrosse, we steal the diamonds among your cave rocks as the sky among the gray clouds, weakly shining through the sacred waters. The Son of Christ, this sunlight leaking, come like from what I speak to them. Yeah, my love might be intense, sweet and gentle, digging in deeper than the dead go, spectral.
Let's have a relapse every 37 seconds, cause we'll whip up the nutcracker. Says there's 5 days left until that wonderful gift wrap comes all over the floor. Got the rice sock for the sore spot, keeps his eyes close to everything that's hardcore pop. Popping out when he says he's no weirdo. Drinks coffee until he pisses the smell of what's in the cup. Then he accidentally drinks pee, kinda tastes the same. He dabs so much he could get high off his boogers. Frizzy hair on the 67th bar, start off. Gotta take it to Merry Christmas before the song goes off. This is a Christmas song, like David Banner broke and robbing. Like a pimp, little flips off that rotten vinyl. Cell phone in the background, that call to attention. One bar punching, the passion's not in this. Just wanna get the track done, to hack the lungs with that vape that makes the beat better. That smoking tree settles. Reverse that 7-6, as silly as cornholio. Walking around with tree overhead to block the wet. Jets making too much noise.
The tape a pacemaker making its sense. His language a safe space for the gay and trans. So aped as the ape apes his ape friends. The way he made his phrase on the paper dance. The single hair his soul contained within the parrot poet's cage. Those interconnected bones he breaks, beginning his descent into old age. Flipping through Hegel's mind, skimming the centuries. A single thread white as wintry confetti. Nycto textile, the spinning Jenny. The witch loads with milky fiber. Nycto textually into the machine spools and bobbins, feeding you the raw text. These chalky nyctotextual fragments, artificial insemination. His cloudy thought as the pillow slept on. Though his nyctotext was long-suffering Odysseus and his son. Among those trillions, Penelope Khan.
He was abandoned of Oedipus Rex.
Hacking the eyes into bloodlust or whatever gets it done right. Temper the flare, it's the up night, chunk of the uptight. Craving in the gut to rid the liquor. Up in the slow, up you go. In the nose, pick a victor. Hoping too much concern, don't trouble the ticker. Wrote the rap like a lexicographer, except no definition or tone. Just a flat frequency, lack of proper bass. Symphony to heaven, then alone. How would dogs fight in a quiz over beef? Dark alley mirage like DJ Monk's beat. Beating into the skull, that's a floodlight. Head lit up from the drums, leaking the blood type. Holy clone, that's a tough fight. Letting go of the cynical for the crunk hype. Nappy roots blazing, hopping over road spikes. The mic got caught up in all this, it's so heavy. Goes the driveway on the run, hide Chevy. Tempted by Father Time, riots say they bump him well. Take no stress unless it helps emulate. 96 course tape deck, adore it. No coma please, just the 86 through mountains. Bumping the Space Jam OST. Check the static, it might be playing Bone Crusher under. Return it to 10 up at the trunk. It's a bunch of empty gin. When sober enough, it's an empty grin.
Nighttime wishes. All these new moon phases make him wear new faces. All these phases and
Shoplifters, yo, there's no judgment here. Some of us just have to do whatever we must. Yo, it's like something that, I mean, I've shoplifted, I think, maybe. In walks ridiculous, hip hopping with his limp and the crutch. The Nycto thug, his fingers subtle, all Nycto fucked off the gin and rum, yo. Shoplifting the chocolate and licorice and thought Nyctological. The hypocrite, helio-formal, my dream of him. The dreamer, normalizing thievery into the warm and mild evening, sneezing a nigh infinite swarm of tiny demons. These organized street thugs, I mean the porcine police brother. Open your mind and produce the gat, point it in rhyme at the dude and laugh, an ode to Black Moon in his knapsack. This ill-lyrical contact, too savage, smeared in handprints, the cold moon passively pro-plutocratic, mere anarchy, the dreamer and Rappa Harvey. The rabbit of our dreams, this wild Nyctomania, violently raging as unminded pages of the Bible, crazily unconscious, the mind in its Satanism, postmodern rhyme and proto-ancient reason, the long and winding road astray beneath the moon. Toward its vanishing point, his road more manageable than Joyce, though, more animal than cloistral. The black flame a joy to behold. His Saturday spoils us all. His poetry knowing the moon hollower, then boating over the huge waterfall. His script so empty of nonsense. Nycto textually common. One day it'll all make sense with the sophistry of 10 men. His thought never ending, wandering its bends and twists. The shoplifter's heaven, these constellated dots in the welkin. God's face, the spots his adolescence. Yes, and
What's so funny? Glad to be there. Oh, okay. Geography joke.
yesterday, dance competing with television as they advance spears and helmets glistering. The changing channel as spirits flickering. I'm higher than fudge in the hierarchy of drugs as Salvador Dali, so the rapper's heraldic screed, a glass of frothy mead for lambs who slaughter sheep herders, a cheeseburger in the vast of the green vernal, on the back of a steep turtle, see earth hurtle perfectly the circle. No ellipses, the poet's idiocy to those hippies, slow-wittedly post the 60s, frozen in history as Rome to Livy, controlling the citizenry. Your ghost, it's wind in the trees. All this to say it's wrong to hate his audio trail, the comet's tail, these rocky shapes so loftier than Plato. In the falling rain and snow, the falling rain and snow, the falling rain and snow. Geography friend, the street and ocean, a sonnet sequence, sleep sand poetry, the soft seabed, the geoid where over long dreams wend. Geography friend, the street and ocean, a sonnet sequence, sleep sand poetry, the soft seabed, the geoid where over long dreams wend. His helium thought to reach a Lana balloon, long in the tooth as rocks in the Urt. The gray-haired street prophet Enoch, awake to Berryman's dream songs, the raw truth, his éclaircissement. On the streets of Ottawa, a among junipers and snow, under the blue purple. Our tree houses of worship, rooted in earth and the universal. One cute little squirrel left the forest where saintlier minds merged and climbed its church, crept toward where later weed diverged, its yellow branches of philosophy, a subtle tangle of knotted belief. And that has made all the difference. Yo, geography friend, the street and ocean, a sonnet sequence, sleep, sand, poetry, the soft seabed, the geoid whereover long dreams went. Geography friend, the street and ocean, a sonnet sequence, sleep, sand, poetry, the soft seabed, the geoid whereover long dreams went. Yo. Upon the village falls an ictus, monolithic in the UFO light beam, lifting God's children, these pseudo-Christs we can believe in, struck by God's accent, but they fucked with the wrong Africans. Pyramidal, monumental, as the diphthong velcroed together an assemblage of letters, his metal bridge, a big band, infinite, endless, no hard crane but going hard in the paint, a bard with the layup or guarding against a cut, the ball player on paper, Weirdward waking, making the modern ancient again, the pharaoh in wage slave apparel, Virgilian, a server of drinks to men, as Emily Dickinson editing his nigger hymn, and entering the academy with the janitor's keys. Yo, geography friend, the street and ocean, a sonnet sequence, sleep, sand, poetry, the soft seabed, the geoid whereover long dreams went. Geography friend, the street and ocean, a sonnet sequence, sleep, sand, poetry, the soft seabed, the geoid whereover long dreams went. Yo. Humans are more or less all the same through the morning and on into the day, uniformly not okay, using their deformedly large brains to support artists like Drake. You know that's not the way. Through the forest, walking straight, unipolar, opposite Ye, who hates his bipolar because it's great. This god behind the Atlantic, the wrong Poseidon in his blackness, giant in his power over the waves, rhyming now so when it's later, these high clouds will descend in raining words, drowning men in prayer to the now dead creator, dead in writing in the dead of night, in the Nycto text type, his feminine side, severally divided in the feminine light, the Nycto text type, his feminine side, ever deciding in the dead of night, in the Nycto text's light, his feminine side, expertly finding in the dead of night, the Nycto text mighty, his feminine side, textually Nycto, entering through the window, the klepto prints his letters invisible, as if there were several of him in your home, the image of death in his Nycto cloak, our discontent scribbled over every wall, and then until risen your guest in the hall, the lunar glimmer of truth in his letters, werewolves howling in the distance, Americans a crowd of livid pitchforks, Nycto formal, the roaring river royal, inwardly joyfully living in sorrow, to read the Nycto text oral, your reverie in line, these segments of night in the Nycto text tight, his feminine side, severally divided in the feminine light, the Nycto text tight, his feminine side, ever ever deciding in the dead of night, in the Nycto text light, his feminine side, expertly binding in the dead of night, the Nycto text light, his feminine side. The lunar shining on the river, our two prideful sons, sister, so dismissed till the sky got Nycto, her silver medal shiningly the king now, downing a Nycto, drinking beneath inky clouds, digging into the moon's milky sound. It's just the Nycto tune, thinking aloud. The bodega brawl at 3:40 a.m. Mbaruk on the morning sea, narrating another naked nocturne and bathing the water waves in one word, wetly writing in the dead of night, in the Nycto text tight, his feminine side. Really divided in the feminine light, the Nycto text tight, his feminine side. Ever deciding in the dead of night, in the Nycto text light, his feminine side. Expertly binding in the dead of night, the Nycto text mighty, his feminine side. The man's muddy Nycto text, perhaps another Finnegan dead, as Africa forgives the West and jest his black blood a river red. His passions were all scribbled in wet black, with a pigeon feather in cursive onto parchment. Mbaruk, the posthumously pardoned fool. How do you solve a problem like Mbaruk, failing to chart as most music, embracing the darkness of humans, heavily rhymed these segments of night in the Nycto text tight, his feminine side. Severely divided in the feminine light, the Nycto text tight, his feminine side. Ever deciding in the dead of night, in the Nycto text light, his feminine side. Expertly binding in the dead of night, the Nycto text mighty, his feminine side.
What's wrong? Can't get what he's handing you. A song and dances MC Hammer in last place. As Christmas passes away, you used to meet such a rapper. You were all so festively Christian, as dogs having sex in the middle of the den. The thrust of his meaning was unexamined. So much for peace, love, and understanding. What's wrong? The planet beneath you laugheth. So much for having a green planet. You didn't want to drown in it. Then why did you wear that brown dress? Do you not believe in sympathetic magic in his comedia's interconnected passages? Boxes each shipped across the blackness, the cost of living, all the damage Frost and Whitman couldn't analyze with their immature rap styles, impurer than the Nile, corruptedly poisonous. Her beautiful smile, his unguent, his ointment, cryptic literature, lipstick, and the spit of her addiction to his word salad, licking his ass and shit, symptomatic of his living lavish in the winter of his happiness, a perennial Alaska. Everyone was after him, Andrew first, scribbled upon his cap in purple, ridiculously adverbial, attached to glitter as snow. His fashion, his wispy flow, as clouds adrift below, examining all we know, randomly voluble o'er the land microphonic, dancing awash in him, twirling umbrellas, splashy, comical, urban unrest, because they're working against us, hurting our dentists, professors, and critics, whether Bantu, Métis, or Inuit. We were made to do this type of shit, so comparable to carpentry, whether the novelist or the carver of trees. Andrew Mbaruk was destined for carpentry. WET-JET Seymour, destined for carpentry. Trey Dog Whistle, destined for carpentry. Dog Daddy, destined for carpentry. Reese Langston, destined for carpentry. Joaquin Fox,
he's destined for carpentry. Mantis miasma was destined for carpentry. Moss possum, destined for carpentry. A coast backwards looking prophetess, destined for carpentry. You know Rob Crooks is destined for carpentry. Sharpening his meaning, xylotextual, the hardwood ceiling. We never tire of reading as Scott Innes was destined for carpentry. Rob Mannery destined for carpentry. And you know Louis Cabri was destined for carpentry. So devilish sharp was he there amid Mbaruk's email. Jonah the Mole was destined for carpentry. And the same was true of Eric Bennett, the daring devil himself. Destined for carpentry. Destined for carpentry. Destined for carpentry. Destined for carpentry. The stars all spray their glitter dust. Andromeda, Pegasus, Cygnus, constellatedly printed upon black pages of the Nycto text. Intangible tufts of blurry dream stuff. The random vulgarity above the land discovered and divvied up. The map, a puzzle whose pieces touched, entangled as lovers in deep trust. Hey, was the sleeping under the waves submarine enough? Waiting in the sea for someone as the patient limousine of love. The shape of the moon, a cut in the page where through light floods. The light a glittery dust upon bicycles and trucks alike. Such was the night, the Nycto text. A bubbling, bright, brilliant message. Fucking right where you'd left it all this time. Shifting deathward. The writing in red words. Was Christ Nycto textual? Was rice in the sushi roll? Black page is Afro sacred this Saturday. Randomly sprang light through the black page is Afro sacred this Saturday. Randomly sprang light. Do unto others what poetry did to you, brother. Unlearning the truth, the clerk reading your hermeneutic. The words we pour into the universe and performing blue humor. The verse a porno free of nudity. The truth we seek ordered as the eulogy from the surfboard into the sea. The clerk immoral in his purity, closing the store for a few minuets with his adorable mistress, an enchantress on opiates, an owl on her shoulder. This Fanonian Nycto text for those Afro pessimists, knowing the black soul a text infinite, bending sinistral, wending into your soul and decorating the walls. These perforations holy, your clerk a slave to the beat, serving thanks to the people. His wordplay a truth convenient, blurry the vague dream in English. His crazy Nycto text. Yo, the black page is Afro sacred this Saturday. Randomly sprang light through the black page is Afro sacred this Saturday. Randomly sprang light through the black pages Afro sacred this Saturday. Randomly sprang light through the black pages Afro sacred Saturday. Randomly sprang light through the black pages Afro sacred this Saturday. Randomly sprang light through the black pages Afro sacred. Randomly sprang light through the black page. As the tortoise within its shell, as porn on the internet a devil, warring within himself, as Mordor's orcs killing elves and hobbits. An infidel immodest, his afro twisted into locks of dread, his capital invested in communism, the rap flow fizzy as a pop opened, the hiss and the froth of it, the giggly little bubbles. Look, I don't want to give you any trouble, just Give me your wallet and keys, this is a robbery. Taking a shit from atop a tree. Aping simian philosophy, the fallen meanings. A godless Eden as Abba to Swedenbees. Modern deities, Google, Instagram, X, formerly Twitter. News in little flashes as porn through the window of a store. Selling Windows, his Macintosh computer. Printing analog rumors, and he disseminates leaflets by word of mouth. An open secret as the surface of his bath. Though beneath the soapy waters, this asshole scrubbed with the soapy sponge, rubbing it till poetry comes out of that hole in the head of his boner erection. Hard on, Woody, Woodpecker, Mbaruk with the crooked fingers, helping his woman out. An elegant looking cult into the night, it belongs to free thinkers. The falling leaves miserable, these scurrying autumn leaves hurriedly crossing the street as rats. Ha 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 ha, he'd have laughed if he saw me now aloft, the creeping cat.
Meow. It all came down to that. Out of the shoe, that foot smells of old dog piss crawling out of the shell, all gross in. Loop with the urine couch, distortion is the potion. They lean in for that Sprite, Raven's purple, so unaware that music is horrible. These buzzers keep the tracks okay. That train can live another day. That cat meows in pain. That $80 weed ticket on Friday, financially embarrassed. Sap language on that AAA, Mr. Iguana sucks a lot of ass. This verse is random as the colors on all these stray cats. Too diverse to confront the competition with the sound of their composition. He rhymes like Kid with his whisk broom head. Got over in the battle house party's grounded outcome. Better use that flower-scented aerosol. Bunch of busted nuts plead to get busted for leaving behind 2004 seeds. That's too tricky for most to catch, so it rolls in the outfield, rolling up a whole soccer court and a full assortment of joker raps. If the sense makes the zero, keep the fishy scales. Dunce cap hero like deep, the gill's so sensitive. As a lot of cats with noise hiding in dangerous spots, 6 months in a locked garage. How to meow to a lob, wondering what that rot smell was. Dry cat hair clumps and aired out flat carcass behind totes and boxes. Ow, ow, ow,
Meow.
One peppercorn.
One peppercorn. Where did he?
You can see why people don't like this fucking guy, don't you?
Well,
send me 40 hookers. By the way, here's my peppercorn for the next year's rent.
Here's my peppercorn now.
Microphone check. Were my vocals legible? I was most vexed by these rising souls of the dead. A novelistic smog around his poetry structures now. Mbaruk in the tall hat moseying through London town. The foggy metropolis evolving out of gaslight into electricity. Gaslighting everyone in the vicinity. The pre-Raphaelite brotherhood literary. Jekyll and Hyde and Ruskin, the Gothic Trinity. Yo, what if God isn't real? What the dickens was that Pickwick pap? A single lamp lit the scattered bric-a-brac. Yo, a visit flat till they killed the chaperone to tap her big ass with his cricket bat. So many children in factories dipping matches in a mixture of potassium chlorate and white phosphorus. This black performer writing the song he spits, his prick standing as the horn on a rhinoceros. Badder than Victorian novels, than Jack the Ripper touring the brothels, than rapping a little simpler for profit. These in an accent British more properly. Raps for simpletons and collegiates, a valediction forbidding comedy's death. The black dick such fodder for sketches that Mr. shows Bob and David met with him and shot a sex tape for their friends.
Hey honey, hey, let's get her like right now.
Men get a blue mainline adjustment. Hardy's coffee, check or sourdough pumpkin. Shoebox spice that sits beside the extra incense. Behind the counter, then another reversal. Too lazy to even want to breathe. On the complaint train, exit off the steam. Made this on Pro Tools 1, but in the future, it sends you into that weak form of Opie Taylor slingshot Ripley's Believe It or Believe. Stabbed with frozen bananas in a captain's hat. Clean Sanchez never left the rim job incomplete. Havoc on Bandcamp Avenue. Found a day lost in nighttime in hotels of fake remembrance. Topics passed away, don't forget. I think I said remembrance in a different track. He chose the Sharpie pen to stretch the property as thin as it could get. Has he even became his rap name yet? Because WET-JET's never performed a live show. Blank page, blue pen, super fit. That never sag, leave the belts in the trash. Several champions await the dump. Creating bars in a prison of slump. That cold brew tainted with the breathalyzed failure. Basic fate of a human, no cell beyond wayward. Just masturbated, always on question of nature. Curious daylight mood, it's always there. There's a sample to answer the simple question of all you despair. Bring your own beverage every day, it's the next swing. Watch the playoffs, they get violent. The Colts quarterback just went down like Halliburton. At least it was the last game of the season. Let's hope for the future. Doesn't look that great, watch the playoffs, it gets violent. Just read that on accident. My hands are not small, they are not my own. No jewel in this verse, they get stuffed under the pants to hide under the nutsack. Record flip there to lick it, wisdom tooth rock, constant neglect, never wash after chew.
He is now expected to be moved far away from the royal family to a home. He's gonna be moved far away from the royal family to a home on...
Little kids, and
what was the sun doing?
The sun's going down. You know, it's like in Oklahoma at about 8:30 in the summer. The sun's pretty much going down, but it's still have quite a bit of light. And on the horizon, there's no bullshit. 6 UFOs flying in formation. Okay. And it freaked us out. We're just little kids, and we're sort of freaked out.
Pluck another peach from the tree. Pluck another peach from the tree. So, when we're blackout drunk, or when the power goes out, we're in a situation of unclarity in which anything is possible. And this blackout state is a commentary on the ordinary state of things. Planetary, these massive stones, as seen on TV. And in poems, gaseous spheres in a vast ocean, dancing glee in astral commotion, passing Mercury, and now Venus, and back down to Earth to empower the people, crashing first into the Caspian Sea, having hurtled through the galaxy. Yo, as Daddy works his slow magic, his planets turning so gradual. The craft now burping out a NASA rover and searching for samples, cracking open a can of Coke and splashing it over my Captain Morgan. Nocturnal snow in the black morn. Full poem. Now for the chorus. Pluck another peach from the tree. You should pluck another peach from the tree. Pluck another peach from the tree. Please pluck another peach from the tree. Pluck another peach from the tree. The foam atop your pint of beer, composed of lots of tiny spheres, exposed as the bodies of bikinied persons. Upon the beach before the purple waves, bound to their method, mounting the steps of how to have sex. On the flower bed, bubble, 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 bubble. The sound effect, smoke from my bong, conforming to how the room is shaped. So unlike the photons in your gamma ray, these globes on the galaxy stage. To your parochial Canada Day, Savage A, there's still space in this rap to say a little more before the chorus flaps us away. Pterodactylically great. Over the land as it quaketh, the globe stammering neath my spaceship. Sobering unseen the deepest structures as graffiti. City, dearest Eve, pluck another peach from the tree. Yo, pluck another peach from the tree. Please, pluck another peach from the tree. You should pluck another peach from the tree. Peach from the tree. Pluck another peach. Pluck another peach. Pluck another peach from the tree. Yo, pluck another peach from the tree. Please, pluck another peach from the tree. You should pluck another peach from the tree. Pluck another peach.
I think often there is a confusion, and this is not just kids in colleges, but it's in writing conferences, which I've gone to 3 or 4 of, and it's less wanting to write than it is wanting terribly to be a writer. This is a fuzzy number that one has got to get through very quickly, I think, because there is a difference. I think this accounts for occasionally someone I knew was teaching poetry somewhere and had submitted to him a poem that he had read in Playgirl magazine. What he was reading that for, I don't know, but he had seen the poem, and here it was, word for word, that a student had turned in as work. And to me, what that involves is a terrible wish to be a poet. Like the wish to be a writer, with not very much notion of the, I don't mind the loneliness of it, which has been mentioned. The drudgery really can get you down on so much of it is just this sheer drudgery. And
I had a better night before nightfall, back when the sky was purple. Now that the flies all circle around the lights, monotone, murderous glow, wordlessly flowing. A John Cage rehearsing his poetry on the stage in an adverbaholic rage, currently workingly on its surface, walkingly, nakedly, with a smirk, awkwardly, crazily, not crazy. The waves really make the sea awake in the language of dreams. It's mind-numbing, minding the customers this night of unrhyming. In other words, of hiding the structure of universal entanglement. The word stones he played with, so sacred. Our every word a planet sacred, the moon sacred. These pebbles thrown around in language were sacred. A bevy of earthbound spaceships. Our every word a found spaceships. Alien Nycto texts. Spaceships radiant within the breath. These spaceships. The Nycto text sacred. I had a bitter bite of warm piety, the talent hidden in my fertile speech. Now that the flies all beat against the light's desirous greed, wordlessly glowing, a John Cage, the work and emotional holiday. Perhaps he's not amazed, burning the church his long flamethrower. He works with a smirk, awkwardly, crazily, not crazy. The waves really make the sea awake in the language of dreams. It's mind-numbing, minding the customers this night of unrhyming. In other words, of hiding the structure of universal entanglement. The word stones he played with so sacred. Our every word a planet sacred, the moon sacred. These pebbles thrown around in language were sacred. A bevy of earthbound spaceships. Our every word a found spaceships. Alien Nycto texts. Spaceships radiant within the breath. These spaceships, the Nycto text sacred.
Self-portraits. From struggles and physical
Not
pain.
clear. He's all weird, ill-defined. Behind the blur, the gentleman beside the church, beckoning in rhyming words. Welcome to my life and work. In the cemetery, recycling words. Cleverly, his stripes deserved. A tiger attached by the fangs to your jugular, biting back. In the language of a lover, like Ontario, yours to discover. Under the Hudson, Bezos sluttish. Fuck Bezos and Zuckerberg. Uncontained by the structure, fucking space-time up in your verse. Riding away unto the sun, setting nigh estranged from the dusky welkin.
Each self-portrait tells a story.
Fuck everyone, but to get back on track like a sky train. Welcome to my life again. Enter through the diamond frame of my casement into my brain like a language. Let me explain my entire ape-infested creation, floating in space, a gem so bluely naked. How did you do that? Calm down, it's just a few bats. I know what you're thinking, see you, forming crystals, like snow through the winter, a poet within you. I've known a myth or two, yo. Here's mine, traipsing through the high school, his breakthrough rhymes as June Langston Hughes combined with the Roots and the Beastie Boys. Reading Joyce in Montreal, still not really writing off the wall. His modest vinyl collection, and in bands with friends reading the New York School, Ashbery and Frank. But my first realish poems were first spoken surrealistic in the workshop in 2013 at the University of Toronto, obsessing over prosody books, philosophy and theory, folly Shakespearean. My brother Ryan Mbaruk lay dead, so unlike barley soup, the taste of incarceration. I found myself jailed for distress. I got out, reread Ulysses for a seminar useless. The pages of my brain upset them. A strange hibernation did stand up at poetry slams in 2014 until hospitalized, the poet, adopting psychosis. I guess they saw the young black man ranting like Chekhov and they can't stand that kind of thing. Might have electroshocked me back in 1919.
I'm just gonna freestyle. I'm freestyling off the top of my, yeah, okay. Alright, I'll do it. Bubbling crack on the stove, the structure of his rap flow, fluttering, rapidly echoic, with one black moral, fuck Pablo, struggling
Banksy assets unpaged to me. The real activists tagging the streets are splashing new paint on a Vermeer to complain in our ear that Wu-Tang have a leader who made such tracks as Cream as a clan, as a goddamned team and not a one-man regime, as though there were nothing that a king can't trump laughingly and overpowered to be. I know how to wield it better than the low-brow nihilists. Yo. Showing you how to freestyle. How many more seconds do we have on this track? I hope this freestyle wasn't like too abstract, right? Because a kind of middle ground between total abstraction and representational painting, like cubism, right? But not cubism, it's more foundational, more essential than cubism. It's African at its core. Authenticity, such a crucial concept in this medium. Real recognize real. Unique my venue on your street beside the sex school where they teach you how to get good. And speaking in rhymes as you leak like sex goo, supreme clientele too. Ghostface, the savior of rap again. Don't hate the player, hate badminton. Donate your papers to cannabis. Rolling another number before traveling. Remember Neil Young, tonight's the night. Emptily drunk on the might of his rightness. So woker than ISIS, flowing like liquid coke or pineapple Fanta. Time traveling backwards, my back to the future. Loving rap almost as Atlanta loves Future. Rapping like Future, black like the computer screen. After I shoot at the screen with my arrows like Robin Hood. Very like a modern thug, stealing from the wealthy to give to the many more. He's sexier than jizzing, so wet and warm. Into the stickiest sexy hole, the mermaidens calling you. From the waves go to them, they're talking to you. Show them all you know. The beach so frothy, cold in the waves as they wash over you. The student of Baudelaire's music, reading Kant and overview. The seagull standing as evidence of creative evolution from infinity's distance. Today closely looming as we wake to the music of him. Whites need writers like Gaddis over Fitzgerald, brightly flashing, so glittery cold, lunarly random behind mist the clouds, like the laughter of this clown, replacing the minstrels of yore for the entertainment of white children, twisting balloons high It's not the language of Andrew Mbaruk, it's the language of the land shark. Who's that at the door? Andrew the whore, stroking his phallus for one special lady, his poetry wrapped in reflective language.
Flashback to yak back, skip is super dupe, too true to be new, it's over. The nostalgia packed in a David Wise composure. Tongue divide, get both holes. Jester like, jester's bent, token a hole. One or two, that sample loops like it's scaring away love. Derek could ever hold a cuck. One syllable, simple fest, a puff of the plus, shake the Roma killer. It's worst enemy, paper of the nation. Driving stoned, every cop car affiliated with trepidation. Lapsed on I-465, hellbound, sheet-rocked. Lapsed on 420 with a fruit punch beatbox. Sell pounds of stress, never. No soul, constant fumes of pressure. Social repetition, awkward silence. What crazy weather, typical conversation. Midwest goodbyes, the end is the beginning. Check the grocery list, apple juice, lemonade, water, sponges, frozen section, pork. Beats that loop like 6174. No penalty in killing yourself, rather matter. Living is killing yourself, the square root of flavor is yabba zabba.
When the light bulbs like dollops of white out, bright dwarfs in the sullen night go out. When the water from the pipe stops like a song closed and turned all its lights off. When the light bulbs like dollops of white out, bright dwarfs in the sullen night go out. When the water from the pipe stops like the cops all follow in Mein Kampf. Fly 9 and 20 swans hither, Mbaruk the sly nigger, mixed as the time signatures behind Dilla. With a lime twist pucker, mind abductor, hitch a ride in his truck, sir. I'm trustworthier in crime than most hustlers. The slime's rising upwardly, his science uppity, these atoms. Climb into his truck, madam, imbibe his druggy anthem, high off the stuff in that mask he lifts. Up to his black visage, but too happy to lynch. Too happy to lynch. When the light bulbs like dollops of white out, bright dwarfs in the solemn night go out. When the water from the pipe stops like a song closed and turning all its lights off. When the light bulbs like dollops of white out, bright dwarfs in the solemn night go out. When the water from the pipe stops like the cops all follow Mein Kampf. They're all following as though Franz Fanon were back as the zombie, mouth hanging open, rapidly frothy, standingly walking so slowly, the hands before his staggering body grabbing Nazis, biting into the brains, thunder, lightning, and rain coming like the brightest rays of sunshine from up high. Supremacy evaporates. Sometimes it's better to wrap the pain away. His mind infested with black brain waves, the psychopathology ponderous, whiter than the follies of Plautus. The style was not simple, though employed tonight to drive along a limo through the cosmopolis. DeLillo, you sophist, like driving a long dildo into her softness. And it's noon right now on a Monday round Christmas, like clouds aloft today gone in 60 seconds. Words as the speeding ticket blurrily visible, staggering from the vehicle on fire, breathing for the breathalyzer, yo. Holding the brain upside down, the words, these shaken out nouns and verbs, watering the flowers. Andrew like a whirlwind of meaning, doing raps while his girlfriend sleepeth. I'm serving you a secret, imperfect through the leaves of the jungle, a rainforest. Fucking like strangers or friends, the dude verbally shooting his words through the birth control, his super sperm. The unicorn neighingly obeying me through the formal maze, a maze of trees.
All those nights spent money on the long session of joust. That arcade closed close to town. There's a cabinet of Wreck-It Ralph. Those schmucks kept copying each other's beatboxes while sipping the fruit punch varieties. Slept the sugarman to the lifespan out of space apart. Laced the car, run around, game of farts. Hit the blinker, inhale the harsh quicksand, suffocation, pain, sink, hurt. Frightened, pale as frost, impetuous to the bone. No thought before action, better left alone. Sleep apnea, panic attack, reach for the gazoon tight. Brandished anomalies of Five Below flask, passed around the bag of eulogy, play some stoop beats and rap. Bought a rap verse with Hogwarts room keys. Mr. Vociferous in the theater, praising mass appeals, newest releases. That opinion loud as the pack of lettuce fields. Action packed with slept on pills. Nights with unicorns riding around with a weapon wheel.
Oh, hey, Andrew, you want to make beats for the next one?
The freak's arcane devotion to song as beef heart, wagging the ghost of a dog, the tale parlayed into a whole novel, reincarnated as a Pokemon. The street art fading on his home in Toronto, part dragon, part goat, his nostrils breathing hot flames, the poet's gospel, a long prayer for the impossible. It's all layers with no bottom to know. It's all fake below the water, below the shaky boat, a bobbing slowly, languidly, loadedly rocking as Lou Reed. So stoned during the long movie, Scorsese'd thrown upon the screen. Maybe these poems were philosophy. I mean, these days it's time to think deeply, de-aged as the Irishman, loose and chaotic, losing my train of thought, but it'll turn up sooner or later as Hoffa. The muddy waters of a blues as pure as the Provençal troubadours' ears, as the years, flying crazy. The geese like ladies waving to their beetles from a mosh pit or Chuck Berry. Coming chocolate. Fucking scary, more delicious than obvious. The form specific and non-specific. Simpler than modern English. The porn he'd printed. Sans serif, so illegal all over. The Mona Lisa, it's not poetry, it's degradation. So seminal, sacred, even romantic. The poem A Planet Mercury. The soul of an African working for free. Gotta plug in the laptop now, or die. That's right, where's the here, right? Alright. Plug in the laptop. Alright, that's the verse. As animals cursed as Adam the First, so Nas in the rehearsal, his affluence assonant through the lens of a camera to jump in his greed, the money deep. Brethren as Led Zeppelin, dead presidents spake for me as JC, okay sweet, post-Canadian weed, skating the streets icy black, ignite the hash, the lightning flash as Michelangelo's statue of David Andrews' laziness illuminated in this radiance as Henry James, the sentence involved every sane editor's erect cock, infidelities of Chekhov problematic as the god rappers, bus drivers cancelled as the number 9 to Granville. You're gonna die, warped under time, an ordinary sublime, wherein corpses rise, the form as a line, bordering China, a chorus of cries, you're gonna die. Hands like so waving rap flotation, oh Satan going crazy, crowned the king of drowning, the flowers pink carnations, a dark favorite of the smartest and craziest, the florist flounces more literal than pounds, images flouncing his literature, a brown, sinister, evil black, the town's minister treed at last, indeed it's as if he were trapped, beef rap, peace attack, his Greek attic, free Andrew, free Andrew, free Andrew. You're gonna die, warped under time, an ordinary sublime, wherein corpses rise, the form as a line bordering China. ancient and timeless, subsided the night. A few stars of a crescent moon, perhaps a slighter. Andrew Mbaruk and his Vancouver pals decided not to mind the rain and climbed atop the fire station. 4 teenagers smoking more weed together, so high above violently the pavement, and climbed quietly in order not to wake them down the slippery little ladder. Now when I think of it, I panic every few days, as if it weren't too late. My grip did not slip. I didn't almost fall. This might have something to do with Brian Mbaruk's brief fatal misstep on his secret nature trek. We'd find him months later in a pool below the waterfall.
Damn it, even then you can't stop me. Janet, sipping tea all up properly. Up all night, look like a matcha, I'ma be spinning my dreams, no jealousy. Just envy me and my friends, drinking Baileys from a boot again. An uneasy feat like a Hitchcock film profile on camera, underexposed still. My feet big, not fiction, half the size of my fields. Kick rocks, you're causing friction. I'm just a simp for reals. I mean for femmes and heels. No disrespect to dudes unless you're footing the bill. But basically I'm saying fuck you, unless you're paying me. But subtly, like the wire behind a bay leaf and gravy, I'm wavy, wishy-washy.
His pen a feather blue jay collar, with M&M's in a bag crumpled, awaiting an eclipse of Neptune's face from its biggest and best moon, as a spaceship zips through the navy blue like drakes in the blue Canadian azure, so beyond your speedometers. A Mach 3 hominid, a-sobbing rock our planet at night, elucidating the woods with his flashlight, as in a hood, Arm & Hammer white. These bars allude to different rappers, like Mbaruk, lit by candlelight. An absolute joyful music, asking the schoolboy with a key to the A for applause can drink liqueurs and J-Rock. Sonic Youth on YouTube, hot jujubes, improv infusedly looped as confused music, twisting oblong balloons into nooses on the cruise ship, sneaking into the menagerie with 2 chicks egging the stallions on as they move so quick, racing as Naz's car through the city. Is Mbaruk infinity? Yo, when I say Andrew, you say Mbaruk. Andrew Mbaruk. When I say crowd work, you say what a circus. Crowd work, what a circus. Crowd work, what a circus. When I say power, you say to what purpose. Power, to what purpose. Power, what purpose. When I say down to earth, you say earthless. Down to earth. the Nycto text, nympholeptic of these constellations, the structure of entertainment. Yo. His doom, their healthcare negligence. Now who dares to wear the metal face in speech as air pressing against its appearance in waves as sound and particles, vibrating quanta, flowering art within the mind at the subatomic level. These neurochemical reactions were the dream's Nycto textual blackness. Earthly, the breadth of your analysis. The heliocentric man would slip between the Nycto bread sandwich. His meat, the pig's death laughed at. Indeed, the Nycto text dramatizes the little demon's insectile path through the wind. His dream no match for my labyrinth. No matter the man condensed. Ideal, the blacker the rapper's text. Nyctofactual, plural as the meaning in dreams. And distracted in this neuronal artifice. The man from his work into the darkness passed as the words into a partial whisper, and in ran the plural of arsonist. Yo, the plural of arsonist. The sunrise, the discovery of fire and other minds. Hegelian desire come inside this hell-fiery church. The death of his night verse in the form of a steeple bell's chime. The morning of the heliotext in fire. The 24-hour sign falls flaming down in fire's hot hatred. And is this death the remains of the Nycto text aflame? The store's convenience as ashes to morning's demonic lantern. This formless heap of modern plastic, formerly the small black business. And though the Nycto text feels like risen as the dream in his mind, going for infinite meaning, while the river repeats inside itself, returns as the blackbird revengeful, serving its passengers a darkness. Perhaps a little too dark for some. Right now it's the warmth of the sun, burning the store down, orange and proud, risen so now specific. Its critics sound cryptic to you, powerlessly embedded and bound within your present, confounded by references to sunlight. What is this strange substance, drug-like? The Nycto text's cousin. Behind every day in its difference hides the same Nycto text, sublime in its ancient infinite, to the day's tick, tick, tick.
And action!
Oh, hey. How was your day?
I'll pick some flowers for you. Here you go. Are you okay?
I'm watching this. Yo, check this out, dig this. Under Ursula mutters Christopher fuckworthily lecherous, sucking her self-esteem, such words as these. From our perch herein, the lovers visible. What a world we live in, the grunting workman. Under her delirium, coming mercury from his verbal penis. A silver river, Sigmund Freudian, filtered through this schizoid lens. She'd lit herself a mid-coital cigarette, and now she flicks its tip point from the parapet. The little filtered tip through the fog fell as the very infinite swallows your novella. They order chow mein from their hotel suite. The bed now stained with their poetry. Poetry's closer to being than most media, and if you don't believe me, go and see at your local theater the most recent film, and then go read Rilke. The roses flashing their pink petals to the poet standing here in his sandals. Among the thorny flowers smiling, his tongue swarming with 1,000 eyes. The flavors visibly fragrant and prickly. In prayerful intimacy he may kneel to pick 2 or 3 to give to you at the museum, wincing through his teeth, the prick wherethrough he bleeds as the drips of dew on leaves. He greets you by the Mona Lisa with 3 beautiful dying roses, Rita. Breathe these truth-defining explosions of speech-perfuming time with poetry. Poetry's closer to meaning than most preachers, and if you don't believe me, go and read any quote from Jesus and hold its meanings closer to those meanings in Yeats. Yo, it's so telling that poetry isn't shown on television. Our window to everything, smelling so unlike schizophrenia. Schizophrenia. Most media, and if you don't believe me, go and see at your local theater the most recent film, and then go read Rilke. Tacitly roaring nothings, open as the door, yawning receptive. The splash of warm cum, sex in a balaclava or a sombrero. The more Andrew pours of himself, the blacker her porn becometh. Blander boredom. I don't know if you've had the misfortune having to use porn to come the last of the morning sun, dazzling the shore drunk off Mad Villain's accordion. Traffic roaring under the dragon soaring aloftly. Her torpor part of the dream, semi-lucid, entering the music as he'd enter her with 2 fingers, distantly observed through the telescope's truth-telling, slipping in a 3rd. Fingers slippery, lickable in English, the dick grows, sinking your little boat with his missile, yo. It's all politics, the cock hitting on the clitoris. The walls of a hall he fills, constricting the thought. Reality sucks. Shot through the window labial, upon her skin facial. From drippy to papery, over such a fun, drunken, cuddly, giggly lady. Imitating Jesus and consorting with white police and whores alike. I mean, white thieves and whores. Christ would never give the police more than a little time, for they'd ignore his plight. Asleep till 4 tonight, breathing in snores and sighs, the 6 a.m. sexy man, speaking porn into the mic. It's really warm and tight, licking the cream of your delight. It's more than right.
town to rob. During dusky, dusted vision, this a simple genie wishes all ungifted, so there's mic trouble. Hype man, a sample of thunder. Pamphlets of bars for dummies, piss bottle dipping during the reach under. Busted bottle, peace pipe puffer. Lime dust, the rock moon crumble. That cold brew AM sip habit, cell phone fumble. Where's the crack? It's on the screen, broken promise to keep. Where's the love gone? Vacation for the creep. Station on the fuzz. No tooth blue on the road, country is nowhere. That's the distortion of minds on the pineapple. It's a drugstore takeover, that robot gone with the looks. It's Al, trying to take over an artist's hooks. One shall type in and receive. Jumbotron anxiety of giant things, megalophobia while trying to climb the highest peak. Reaching the pit of the stomach, butterflies on the fleet. Minus the 18 wheels carrying down interstates, drunken road line crossing. Pull them in with pills, they can latch onto one end. If it breaks, that's a good enough buzz for one kid. In this bag's the shit that killed your grandpappy. The HIV song, but she had lupus. Some of the worst songs written on the arm. When the paper ran out, he had to carve. Broke window time, reverse repair, all into that eardrum pop. Vision of explode in a bottle. Half full empty sweet tea and whiskey. Wish upon a full stroke of wobble. Out that windshield of a fiery tornado.
As porn to the brothel, so your forms to his novel lived. The sordid plot a gift. From the chorus posthumous. More not to consider in 4 dog years of him than in all of your philosophy. May the father rest in peace, dead to me. The scar wear through crimson, and Mbaruk, if visible, starts to listen as corpuscles. Photoelectrical, stiff as a corpse unknown to necrophiles. The door closing on his head like gately an infinite jest. The taste of cigarettes, the taste of beer. Maple syrup for the Canadian ear. These fallen glittery to the newspaper tears. Pontificating pseudo-seriously, infinity through the mirror deep. Silver you could clearly see amid the music earlessly. Hail celery. Hail celery. Sentient life in space. Yeah, you're welcome. The nostril taking one long white line, watching my creation from beyond the night sky, instinctively eager as a randy teen to dip my fingers in these swirling galaxies. I'm a scientific rhymesmith. My tigers and lizards like limericks, the haiku, and science fiction engineering. Rhinos, lions, and hippos, men and women, flies, and even tinier insects, so lifelike. My bustling life likelihood, bones fighting like muscular mighty bears, and my hand is in the muddy, mindless river, and foliage as well. The yucca, the hibiscus, hydrangeas, dahlias, and wild eucalyptus. The globe a poem composed in my image, and you could never generate such a universe. This record-breaking music itself, so bat-like, my clone flapping a pair of wings, composed of bat-winged membranes, to your plastic or leather wings, so fake, audacious hope that feathered thing. I also made life on Mars. The song was pretty good. Life on Mars. Well, I decided, you know.
A block, a call, always no optimist. Crop circle of war show opposite. Cool for the breath, lava sit. always breaking blocks. Lost number 3, pause to take in some taste. This all could be free, dissolve your faith, palm on the heat. The pick of a bullet's always much easier. A pickup game with stretch, master up, unlock the Yeti. Word up to the stress on a PS2 laser. Playing side-ups all day, midway, end of company. No more friends at the house when the rap had attacked. Hip-hop attached, but he didn't get down with the dance music. Not dance, he made you dance cranberry and slow movements. Before you spin this out with my head. Before you spin this out with my head. Before you spin this out with my head. Movement. Dance on the box in the POV. There's a water bottle and it's filled with piss. There's a movie called Wordward and it's the shit. Steroids in front of a green screen. Paranoid and easy. Stand up, boy, I'm thinking of making cream cheese. Trying to win an Emmy from inside the world's broken kayfabe. The hug inside of a cage. The greatest secret's always to be revealed. This is not Rocky Sauce, it is to stop acting like a big deal. Double the 5, trouble will rise, rumble was pride. What was the drive, stomach of tripe, stubbed toe on the eye. What was alright is not doubled over until you can't do that at night. So bad your traits, the way your habit makes the house stink. Febreze, slow the roads, crawling on top of the record tape. The ants under the bed munching on what was munchies. Crumbs. Whatever else can
How can I assist you?
I read your ad in Fango and I just wanted to find out what's the big deal.
It's the most frightening experience you'll ever have the displeasure of coming into contact with.
Sure it is. Look, I've played them all.
Brain scan's more than just a game.
Yeah, right. Well, what's it about?
That depends on the individual. What makes Brain Scan unique is that it interfaces with your subconscious. You supply the inspiration and we take care of the rest.
Look, R2-D2, how do you really expect me to believe it?
We overlook the most tragic of sights when in a labyrinth of shadows in the alleys at night. The intangible strife becomes a part of how we are, and how we are is how we handle a fight. In a land of panhandlers and vandals, you should learn to keep an eye on how they handle the handle of the knife. You can either be the water or the slaughtered in the span of a night, or you can run for your life. I'd recommend it. I don't think you hold a candle to the desperation ready to dismantle anyone who crosses paths. Some will drop you like an anvil for a chance to get their hands filled. But who could blame anyone in this economy? The richest get away with robbery and blame the poor for all the problems in society. And sadly, it's going just as they planned it.
As the river so Atlantic through the darkness flows into the blackly human-hearted outstretched oceans, actual arms dipping a toe in the black-blue dark. This ladylike foot, the black Juna Barnes, as Andrew Mbaruk plays at knighthood. Who gave him Nightwood, the passionate artist? This night of Saturday, her white owl uncaged, lowering the town's black curtains. This snowy owl in the black firmament, going down in rap murmurous. The black artists compact as the marmoset. The Canadian spy asleep as NYC to the TO textual, asleep as Tokyo Torontonians. Their alien spies asleep as NYC to the TO textual, dreaming in metaphor and metonymy. Torontonians to the dreamer textual, so beyond loneliness. Reading the text he holds, the Canadian spy asleep as NYC to the TO textual. forgetting where New York is.
Think elves are all about spreading holiday cheer? Think again. These diabolical little helpers are swapping Santa's...
Santa's epitaph in schizophrenic letters, Elphabetica. Still in death restless, penned in his coffin, a fan of phonetics. His elves above the man's restrictions and stresses. He left them it all in his will and testament. Elves togetherly living as peasants. When he was there, the winter never ending, never met despair in his elfin brethren. His breath in the air, a gift as the dentist's medicines. Elvish lessons, internet accessible. This Eddie Vedder, listening to Led Zeppelin, effervescently kringle till death man. The pentagenarian, with his pest dispensers, remembers elves. The Christmas forgetter, though, his television with several elves in it. An invasion, if ever he were met with elves he framed in an image on his cell phone, hesitating to hit send on his message. Ineffable stealth as the big elf in heaven, necessarily existing as elves together. Elephantine in his woolen red sweater, relative to his little dead brother. At rest on the bed where 6 elves were huddled, enslaved elves. Elf pathos, Jeff Bezos enabled his elf-infested fridge aglowly open, head severed as the left tit Amazonian. That's at best a myth in some older texts. They kept both breasts and killed so many men.
It's Tuesday before dawn, I got the blues down by the bay. I'm still gay and I wonder why I even carry on day after day. Anyway, what is the shelf life on this other elf's pedantic pandering? I'm in a slant on an angle that perplexes these prudently pragmatic pushovers. I'm a patsy, a pretty picky, prickly Polly Pocket. Freaking the pony packages, yeah, I rock it, sock it, hawk to it like a Manolo Blahnik. With my cute shoes and my toque, I'm not new to this capitalistic society that never ends. The snowfall permeates me into a frigid, flagrant faggot, stagger in drunkenly define Santa in his grave. Daggers in my back every time I enter the gift wrap room. I got to save myself, get away from these goons. See me in Spain soon, gathered in svelte velvet that I rock January to June, to June, to June, to June.
Exhorts its readers to observe in the ocean or in me the universe. So bored of these beautiful words, the phone chord's weird loopy curve. The poets form as if we needed Schubert. The golden hornets and bees, their Midas touch. This deep fried butter, reality rising above words, the commandments 10 from Moses, accepted as we accept homelessness, the traveler through metempsychosis, injecting the 70s into my golden bivouac, the traveler's souls as Kerouac, on the road as the hair on his back, the Sasquatch rowing through the jungle, not knowing who the thugs were.
Strap-ons and jetpacks, latch on the get back, feckless and easy to tear, torn up in Bruglia, naked and afraid, changes to be made, ignore the next track, advance, avoid tracks on the arm, always been afraid of hard drugs, but a slave to hard liquor, forget the dreams, it's just a whisper, latitude lost by a receipt for $6.66, that's not a symbol, yell hell Satan to the cashier, it's all a game show, politician hosts. That Sunday feeling, have a great pistol to the throat. Caution flag, all is bad, all of them are dead, none of them are alive. That's opposites class, don't fret over broken strings. That water paper versus a basketball. No trash can land the shot, so it's just rebounds for the carpet. Started hard on on just for all thoughts to off it. Using a lot of one-syllable words, simple passion, no rhythm curse. Placid until know-it-all. His name is Dirt and he's right-wing. Snipe this twerk and don't hit the hiney. That shadow was your dog, spigot broke his shrieks a song. Catch it all in the background. Better compose off daily what keeps the sunken city afloat. Band camps in our gallery with pictures you can click on and hear the sounds they make. World champion pizza jumping down Mel's hole. That sugar grin adheres to the charging. On job 0% experience. This little bug can take down a giant. McDonald's crooked burgers, always down the pie hole.
Burn another time. It's always about the rhyme. It's always about the rhyme. And then burn another time.
I've got a joint here pointing outward from my beard. In my mouth like your secrets. Moistly jousting like weird Frenchmen. Dueling over French waves in the French language. So I must light my blunt's dangling tip. Thus would now rise the poet's flaming bick. If, yo, I can't find my lighter, pass a candle. I don't bite, pass the candle. Act black or rap faster like candor in your vapid blues diatribes with the magic band. Okay, it's true, I'm a lighter black man, always doing it right though. Not acting whack like Kanye, moving like ice in his MAGA hat. Moving like white South Africans, truly a blight on the land, and yet moving right across the vast Atlantic and living in America like black music. No, outsiders can't do it. Don't doubt my Andrew idiolect. Your girl liked my rap smooth as kissing the neck and tickling the chest. Black music isn't American, sorry. Fuck America like in the porno movie. You don't love America, friend. You're just horny for the nation that produced Bess and Porgy. Fuck them all, let's revel in the meadow. In such fonts as Garamond and Helvetica. And fuck Saul Bellow. You'll never catch me in a production of Othello, breaking the fourth wall and coming on the telephoto lens with a shutter long and heavy, busting across the television screen. His money shot heavenly, fucking on your friend beneath the running wad, enveloping everything. Yo, she sucks cock with empathy, slowly as the sun spots magnetic field, pulling me out of my red t-shirt and my empty words. MC alert, less eldritch cleaver than epileptic seizure.
Got shit all over the clothes, Nintendo Switch in the pocket, notching a little bit of rocket fizz all aboard the palate cleanser. That candy to relieve the stress, edible underwear worn for weeks. So many breakfasts, so many breakfasts. The panties taste like cheesy cream. Undertaker loves cucumbers. Mark Calloway still feeds them to Sarah behind his co-host's back. Cucumbers so big, they interrupt the back, triggering sciatica when no motion left her in the attic. You'll never hear movement up there unless he fantasizes from huffing too much air duster. At least his computer's clean. He likes to clean up after getting high. Time for Dick to admit it may be a little bit of lazy Duval. Hard drives clean, just dusty rhythms. Jada Fire, old school, high school jerks. Getting off in the living room. Wipe it up with your foot in the sock. And powerful births. Sort of followed by everyone. This is an old school bumper. Quartz squabble over the BC. More rosin in the pin. Puff plus your stone guard. 2x4 buster. And a bowl and a bowl. He's always up in there. A killer like Buford Pusser. Shadows on the skin from stains on the windshield. Sonic 3 flame protection. Aim itself and get the repeat obsession. Plastic knowledge in a candy bar, shroom filled. Family time, netball in the living room. Accidentally broke the Adirondack. Bath bombs and bats, flapping with wings, based for free. Around the tub, watch out for the crossbones, they're at their peak. Yo.
face of this beautiful lady, holding her neck and thrusting deep inside her beautiful pussy, sticking it down her fucking throat. She feels so good. I'm gonna come. Tiny bubbles in the wine. Time to come inside. Lying as the sunrise, fucked astride the drunken sky, hypnotized by the sunlight and subtle rhymes. What a guy in love with life and struggling to die. The structure of his writing so unlike Strunk and White. Oh brother, why did you fucking die? It should have been I. Yeah. Fuck life, running behind the running lives, a hunter lion, drunkenly rhyming, plucking the hyacinths, love verbalized thus of one mind and butt, drugs inside, stuck up as the sun in the sky above. Yo, it's me, Thomas Pynchon, the octopus of hip-hop, conditioned to reach for women in the water, squeezing the tits with his long tentacles. She's the softest character in a novel full of ne'er-do-wells and wastrels. Gravity's rainbow, Slothrop's European vacation, so lost in a blue dream haze. Yo, spatio-temporal strangeness normal if you take off your clothes. Nakedly the Scorpio, Mbaruk in the horoscope, his charts too obscure to know, bizarrely scoring his notes with a mark like Zorro's. Yo, Zorro, that's a Z, I'm more of an A, because my name begins Andrew, and it concludes with a beautiful Mbaruk. Scribbled in a font like Garamond or perhaps Helvetica, Times New Roman, freestyling a new poem. Oh, sticking it deep inside of. Oh God, that feels so fucking good. Oh fuck, I love you. The boat of rapping nice, so serene, the glow of candlelight afloat on the sea, my soul contracting, my bones diseased like poets who can't fucking write poetry, cold and green. In the sick bay vomiting, I know it's black to like Jodeci over Joni Mitchell. These insane wanderings, like going back to my home in the T-dot so beneath a rock. It's lit to hate Kanye, he's one of those poets who can't write poetry, the holy Jesus. Imitating ospreys, wazzo textual, that's my older theme, older than Keats, unwritten in watery ink, perennial as the black sky hung over the people, nobody's penis, a literary cock dangling. And now we switch up the flow and rhyme scheme. I'd like to believe I'm a better man than Hitler, despite my penis and testicles, man, within me. It's the essence of rap infinity. No gender, just raps foreverly dedicated as Absol and Kendrick, these medicine men and women of poetry, vocally defending rap as the goalie from those who dream of ending rap, the notion of it. Yo, 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 Now that's a horse of a different color. A matador in the dust disturbed, black and poorly living under the graying welkin, as Drake pretending his raps were more than little nothings. The cash whores collect in their underwear, whether black or Hispanic, Asian or Klingon. Play this song, play the this song for your family, friends, and co-workers. At the blacker end of October, savage as the plot of Homer, taking things off and with a wave of his cock, dancing like a thoughtless poet, passionate though not the most well-read as grass under the lawnmower, shaving his balls, naked as knowledge, accessible to all who go for it, rapping either as Kanye or No Name, random thoughts. So they say, awake to the cock as the day dawns. Yeah, stick this cock. Just stick it deep down. Yeah, oh, it feels good. Now that's supposed to different color. Matador in the dust stir. Yo, yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm girlfriend's bed, working as she slept. Empty lyrics, femininely serious as we deteriorate, inked with a deep limerick as Jiminy Cricket, a little wispy spirit, whiskey Sprite. Down the hatch now, infinity likes the gram so powerful, instant rice. The snack so black as Uncle Ben livid tonight. The Magic City dancers, printed in white. His black background sticky with light. From the past attracted here, magnetic semen, printed in white. These dripping icicles splashy down the castle walls. Andrew rapping all ridiculous tonight. The literalist Christ since the man himself. Shit, if Hitler was right, attack Dachau with all your might. Savage animals in English confined as the panthers rabid below the blinking satellite of having a boner, the way it points away from my pointlessness toward a pussy more pertinent, pouring a river roaring wordlessly, the form not quite piss, but squirting a speech more cum like licked, and serving a beer with his whore's permission, the girl on a leash, the lore unwritten in words discreet, sore from the friction of her white teeth, the white smile so trichnological, like a diamond glittery, thoughtful of why, the mystery of all we know, conspiring to mix weed and alcohol with speed and crack or coke, leaping as antelopes over the shivering trees of Manitoba.
Came to border time, looking at father time like you can't. Came to barter time from father timeless. That spinal tap maneuver, two-step shake wide. That plant just punched him in the face. Under that green ranger evil spell, leap of faith off the edge of that. First deposit to retirement, that Speedway coffee, 7-Eleven clean green. I made this beat under Andrew's bed with acid Pro 4, Whoville strain, feeling that unalive, so sand dune spread. Ancient as that PS2 save file, whitewash on hip-hop like state denial. Printed in white over Blanco backdrop, sworn into action. Thieves don't carry ladders but can climb up the lattice. True blue collar shit log, chariots and lies. So wet around the jets, rainy airplane ride. He keeps a notebook like Harriet the Spy. Spur the pattern abuse, spurs loose, no horse to inject. How else to win the derby? That's not refreshing, that's an old slurpee. Got the nerve to curb south journey. No more wheels in the sky turning. Old school brain freeze, crackpot seafood boil. That's how PC toils with the red flags that think it's all good American laughs. In Indianapolis, never never always felt so nice. This Delta 8 tastes a lot like spice. Come magnets on the fridge, can't stand the blandness of your own aroma. Flips a Canadian dispensary, it's chilly.
Smoking the shivering trees of Manitoba.
His poetry is in effect an ocean breeze, the Nycto text. H to the O to the W, oh brother, you pragmatist, calculating the risk. Practical in this bitch, dancing in the sea mist, speechlessly, the secret dealer of E. Marijuana, shrooms, and cocaine, the drugs. Whereupon, look who it is in the bodega, entering as the sun into the heavens above. Two men in black government suits held their badges up to you. Perforce the dream savior, searching for illegal aliens. Their work immortally ancient, preserved in Dorian's evil painting. They're learning more than 3 languages, the World War III hangover. Their mastery of martial arts to battle me, the Martian artist, perhaps the reason Mbaruk wrapped the sea chart in darkness, the black are to be bizarrely the bard. Mbaruk was. These agents of the FBI, CIA, the federally bankrolled Institute for the Capture of Illegal Aliens. His poetry is in effect an ocean breeze, the Nycto text. Nocturnally, the silver bell, going deeper into the spell. His poetry is in effect an ocean breeze, the Nycto text. Nocturnally, the silver bell, going deeper into the spell. To make white sense of me and my family, that's daylight or heliotextuality, imposing one meaning over the postmodern evening, the multiformal truth twinkling behind the boring blue welkin. The heliotext disguises the meaningful meaningless night within. That's nyctotextuality, this infinitely extending black sea of meaning and affect in dreams, our deep black open secret. His poetry is in effect an ocean breeze, the Nycto text. Nocturnally, the silver bell, going deeper into the spell.
In a shop with wings flying, inherited kisses on the south side. Shopify support phone supplies, markets for the remains, preserved or ready to eat with preservatives. He takes his acid with a grain of salt, cough out the 20th phlegm of the day. Off the aluminum bat and resin, the fault, aligning crosses while on Midwest journey. If it shakes and quakes, no FPS in 64 ways to contemplate worries. Comments up top, comments no hurry. Just ignore it for the last time, as long as the meme makes it funny. Too far to get boxed wine in a Care Bear glass. Topic of no share, just sell the fish with class. Cedar planks and instructions, pineapple rice served on suction cups. Pranks and destruction, that American village. Facts hold and shred all remembrances, but remain in half the truth.
I don't know.
Until nonsense zeroed in on that penmanship to discover no crossing of yellow lines. That's a serpent wrapped around the opponent, biting the head off of another. Kindness got spiked, but that time went on. Lost the scrimmage, now the town has torches. Reversed that riot, brought the fire to the porches.
First row, $5,000 treatment. Suck out that money, TKO style. No 10 count ejected before all got started. That's the man in action. Have to play the rules, avoid life subtraction. With that big addiction, inhaling the butane for decades.
Running out of things to say, as Ernest Hemingway, making up the words and saying them anyway, even though I don't know exactly where the verse is going. Cursed as the ocean, wherein we pollute with the oil and shit. As his girlfriend wakens and he's freestyling, it's kinda awkward. Hope she doesn't say anything while I'm freestyling. I'm just speaking what's on my mind, and it's kinda crucial, maybe. Probably not though. Is it? What, huh? Sorry? I don't know. Underneath the hill, adultery fulfilled without free will. 3 pawns in a purple, incontrovertible, as E equals MC squared. 3 people went Weirdward. Despite the death of his Clytemnestra, the light ahead, their bright, vengeful mother. The poem Blackwater and Waving Arms, invoking the great canonical bards. Oh, Shakespeare's, guide us through the black neighborhood Weirdward, inside the Cadillac as offspring of infinity, this white paper. In all things bring me to my nature. The looming trees proud by design to supersede that clown Einstein. Encompassing time and space, the wild waves mumblingly writhing away were my fate. Thunder and lightning and rain, while Satan, drunk under the sky's evil rain, dryly waits. Yo, don't fear the new. Row Weirdward in the canoe. The red W among buildings, the Vancouver downtown, that truer substance, the cloud, his deconstruction of the image. We distrust above the citizens, moving as W around, under doves and other infinite things, running around, an elemental luster about the glistering flute uttering aloud, a Jupiter of sound. By Jove, the weird of a colored woman entering the theater, the weird of a lover bending the knee to her, the weird of a red W turningly wending Weirdward. All things wend Weirdward, lathered hair hanging, her watery speech altering and exceeding the words and gathering their imaginary qualities and becoming weirder, more mythic and finally ineffable form the image. All things went Weirdward, from a few normal seeds to unicorns, e.g. a flu-born oversea, ruin or achievement rich and strange. Drops from the dripping wisteria, Little Christ's interior kitchenette, hall and living area, night. Spotify on the internet, kneading the dough, surprised in the kitchenette. The reapers at the door. drinking youth from the fountain, as if there were even real poets around. I mean, were Negroes allowed, taking the park by its secret way, the wailing alarum screaming hey, spraying his artifice deep into space. The language's darker dudes speak in Spain. They'd say Mbaruk is completely sane, playing his marbles into the gleaming game. Here's something maybe you've not yet heard: the funny way he walks, bird like the Charlie Parker Starlinger yard bird. Dark as Mbaruk's world. Do you like worms? Here's a long one through time's corpse, truly rotten.
Rotten.com, off it's all wrong. Song for yards on the fence, all rob was the audience. Thought in fresh words the kids say, stay nodded off on the narcolepsy to wake up to the coffin. All around rosies and poppies, stop sign run around, so I'm proud. No sin, skin popping, all this cover up right guard, metamorph into aluminum probably. Rotten.com, off it's all wrong. Song for yards on the fence, all rob was the audience.
It's a great time to smoke 'em if you got 'em, as AI robots take our jobs from us, employing the most obvious techniques to solve or correct, to critique. Language itself was always my intention. They never got what I was getting at. The chain of thoughts is raps connected by the fact of their togetherness, as rats in the cellar hidden, as black men in prison. Televisual, the lens with which he wrote, getting literal as the little regrets he smokes now, those cigarettes he jokes about. Alright, that's the last time I'm doing that verse. Avant-gardely designed tarot card superseding science, a camel and dromedary rider. Mbaruk outwitting the deepest mind, started out squinting at street signs, cartoons in the TV, hiding, startled into reading R.L. Steinville and Mbaruk in the library. Iconic music inside the Weirdward. John Cage's essays a long way ahead, a long headache. The postmoderns I celebrated as Wong Kar-wai and headachy Heidegger's ontology. Normal as the sky were in small, birds were flying even back in 99 at the library, finding passages in back of this ideal time. William Gaddis and Wild Gertrude Stein, insanity, whitely shining black masterpieces I'd leave aside till I was manly enough to drive a beetle wild through Africa at high speeds tonight, holding my candle to the vile police lights. Andrew, defined as a green light flashing between sky and street, inviting the crash between your ride and me on my bicycle. The clash of cries in these whites. Dick Gregory beside the sea, sighing technically inside all speech, driving at this emptiness in tiny meaningless particles, indelibly the mind between our minds. And Mbaruk, the high priest of rhyme, has slender trees desirously rising entropy inside his freestyles. Neverly, the lyingly, dyingly trembling tree, just crying its secret eyes out as it leans, just like an MC, stylish, trembling beneath a sky bluely desirous, and now newly a fiery red, a few shiny clever stars aloofly rhyming with Mbaruk's idea of them, a part of you and I and everyone. Yo. Avant-gardely designed tarot cards supersede superseding science. Avant-gardely designed tarot cards superseding science. Yo. Avant-gardely designed tarot cards superseding science. City under an illiterate sky, slippery blood, the black limousine of night, hit by a truck, alas the liminal drive into the truck, a crash, the literal cry. The city under an illiterate sky, windows above the cat and spinning hi-fi. The city under an illiterate sky, infinity must have an infinite mind. The crazed ocean, a dark blue haiku, that age-old Mbaruk behind you. Behind the creeping Cirrus, openly scribbling his evil id in the Moleskine rhyme book, strolling by the brook, a burbling idfinity. Idfinity. Polymorphously. A burbling idfinity. Fishy his outstretched infinite line. Infinity must have an infinite mind. The hippie poet ambling through the market, distributing roses, Andrew Mbaruk. Sometimes a marijuana cigarette is just a marijuana cigarette. For some rhymes about some life experience. Choose to be your warm dead body, an aporia embodied, or not to be. The question unformed, the noble shattered pottery. Know this erratically spalled belief, deep in philosophy western. Who are we? All of us. In whose car? Who's on the bus? Alright, here's the thug. Standing on urine, the cell floor sticky with it. The small room, a metaphor for history, isn't it? How to sequester the question in a sector too central to mention as Poe's stolen letter, and let the ghosts, those wretched of the earth, go unnoticed below the pleasures of the poet's unfolding next word, each clad in a uniform orange, jihadists ruining insubordination. If I get out of this, I'll eat more lettuce. An octopus in its seafloor crevice. Dig it. The housewife's secret in an alcove. The house alight on freedom inflammable. And observe the murmurous chatter of the rain in words uncertain as black thought explained. As the curtained person I am wont to change, and burn the world in Fanonian flames. Burn the world. Yo. Smash cut to exterior, the absolute oceanic night. A cast of white Portuguese voyagers on glittery waves and flashback light, galleons in black and white, in Faulknerian italics, all carried by ink's blackness. They leap before you, yelling Santiago, restrain and enslave you into that infinite, that realist thing, that nothingness we are. The blackness where anything might be waiting. Are you hip? Dig. A last gasp or two of truth from the demiurge, unconscious Andrew and a chew, unendingly verbal in August. The human genius Jesus drew through Bluetooth earbuds. A Europe into the soup, a blue glue, the teardrops. Eerie waters, euphony new, shooting the moon, a searing ogle as we watch on YouTube. The truth confused beneath their thoughtful Greek gospel as pupils in a zoom, even hostile. The cinematographer moving her crew and zooming into his sneezy nostrils. Weirdward, whether belting the new Drake in godless ecstasy, or helping to shape consciousness ethically. Weirdward, whether gladly splashing down the declivity, or tethered thrashing to the sound of his poetry in formlessness, turning and discerning those MAGA hat zombies in the lava lamp wobbly. This unreadable slime, infinity speaks its mind, arguing its heart in sparkling random blobs. Chartreuse, its art darkening to a black dot. Mbaruk darting athwart the rink with a slap shot, his black thought hurtling netward. And this poem through its lines bestows to you a diamond. Let us go then, you and I, beneath an overview of time. Weirdward, from I do toward beleagueredly YU and beyond the Black Sea. Lapping the beach. Speech acts, black deeds, no preacher'd utter. Blasphemy, the soul's eastward struggle. Rap for me, oh Weirdward W. They laugh to read those graffitied words under you. Pterodactylic in their psych ward gathered. Terrible lizards in a dinosaur hexameter. Verily mythic, I'm more factful. A Maximus willful with the myth. The crowd sings. The mastodon crippled and kicked around the ring. A black god intimate with Mr. Pound's scribblings. Andrew is not interested in addiction counseling. Splashy weird, his craft